Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of the Aluminum Screen. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, I am Emmett, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Brandon over here, excited by last night's events.
Brandon
2 nights
over
ago
there.
now.
Famous character Brandon over there excited
Yeah.
by last night's events. We have a ridiculous amount to talk about. I feel like I always say that. We have DC news, Marvel news, Oscars, Brandon's TV Corner famous segment.
Yeah.
So much to get through.
Well, not much of a TV corner from me this week.
No.
More of your TV corner
That's
this
true.
week.
That's true. Did you watch White Lotus?
I did not watch White Lotus
Okay,
yet.
so we'll do a double next
The
week.
Oscars were going on, and then I went to sleep
Same here.
because I had work at 4:30 the next morning. So I decided a couple hours of sleep was a little bit more important than
And White Lotus.
yeah.
That's what I respect.
I probably was wrong though. There's
I'm,
probably something crazy.
I'm gonna watch it right after this, like the second. This is
Yeah, I'm
over,
watching
I
it
have
today.
to-
So like by the time this is up, I'll have seen it. But
Nice, good. The world will know.
yeah,
Just drop my.
the
Sounds
pen's
good.
gone.
There's the first edit. All right. All right, let's kick off the news. This is very exciting. Teen Titans movie officially announced,
that's the
live
news you're
action.
You
What
said
did you-
very exciting. I thought you were going straight into the Doomsday leaks.
Oh, I have that at the bottom as
okay,
like the big.
okay.
That's like outside of the news segment. That's like a
Oh,
whole thing.
That's
in
its
and of
own
itself.
segment.
But yeah, that's a whole other.
All right.
But to start, Teen Titans movie officially confirmed. It was like rumored last year, but James Gunn himself never said anything about it. I'm super excited about it.
Is this live action?
This is live action. It's being written by Anna. I can't remember her last name, but she's doing Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and
Right.
Titans. And we really, literally know nothing about this except
That it exists.
it exists.
Much like Sergeant Rock,
Much
it is
like
real.
Sergeant Rock, which was very recently officially. There was a great bit in that article where James Gunn and Peter Safran. It was like Peter Safran was like, "Yeah, and of course we have Sergeant Rock. We announced that." And James Gunn was like, "We never announced that." Someone else beat us to that one.
Well, you could still be right. It wasn't officially announced.
True, it's true.
Dream's not dead.
The dream's not dead. Jeremy Allen White, Sergeant Rock incoming. Let's see. We also have a Starfire animated show announced. Unclear if this is DCU or not. It seems to be more of like a
World
kids
thing.
kind of vibe, but it
Mm.
could be DCU. But considering the first look at Starfire in the DCU was her with a cross through her
Mm.
bleeding out, I don't think it's the same universe. I don't know if they're connecting the kids show to that. But we also got My Adventures with Green Lantern in the world of My Adventures with
I was
Superman.
gonna say.
Have you watched that at all?
I've not. I heard it's good though. That's got Jack Quaid as Superman, right?
Jack Quaid is Superman.
Yeah.
Really good show. I'm excited to see the universe. I'm assuming it's the same. They didn't say for sure, but
It'd be kind of ridiculous if they gave it the
Yeah.
same name and it wasn't.
it'd be a little silly. And this one's gonna follow Jessica Cruz, which is exciting.
Related to Terry?
Related to Terry, yeah, his
Okay.
daughter.
Oh,
Oh, and speaking
interesting.
of Lantern, I guess we can go into the
Oh
Lantern.
yeah, the first look
What are
was
your
released.
thoughts?
It's two guys walking on a street, and one of them has a plastic green ring on. I don't know. It wasn't like anything crazy.
Yeah, sums it up pretty well. I think the DCU is doing a lot of good right now. Their first looks.
The first looks, they could use some improvements there.
Something's missing there. That Superman Superman one was so rough. This one, I get that they're just announcing it started filming. They don't have the suit ready. But
I mean, this one was
Maybe-
way worse than the Superman.
yeah, maybe wait a little. Maybe wait until you have the suit ready. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, you don't have to actually put out the first thing that you shot. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not what it usually is.
I'm nervous for the Lantern.
I'm so confident in it. It's
Yeah,
got Kyle Chandler from Hit
I like
Movie
Kyle
Game
Chandler.
Night,
I do like
everyone's
Kyle
favorite
Chandler.
movie. So it can't be bad.
I really like Aaron Pierre as Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for his like future in the DC universe. The Lantern show specifically just screams like we had $5 in a dream and we're gonna make a Lantern show in Nebraska.
Hey, but what a
with
dream
no
it was.
Green Lanterns.
No,
What
he's
a
got the
dream
ring
it was.
on.
He does have the ring. He does have the ring, but yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty tough for it to be the worst Green Lantern live action
Yeah,
adaptation.
that's true. But if this one somehow ends up being bad, Green Lantern's never coming. That's the
No.
end.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Green
I-
Lantern's life is on the line.
Yeah, it's all or nothing here. I am excited for this. I don't know why we're doing Green Lanterns on Nebraska, but hey, what can you do?
Hey, Nebraska's on Earth. They protect Earth.
You do protect Earth.
So
Yeah. Yeah, why
yeah,
not?
you can't let Nebraska
Well,
fall.
actually, I think they are doing it's like a town in Nebraska, and everyone just randomly got superpowers, so that's fun. That's a bit of
What?
fun. It's not like
Everyone at town has superpowers.
yeah, something happened, and they're all like metahumans now. I'm so over. I say this all
There's
the
a
time.
ragtag group of
Yeah,
misfits.
not even that. Just like the description for lanterns, it's like a grounded take on. I don't want a grounded take on the lanterns. Why would I want? They make silly shapes out of green rings and fly around in space. Why do I want them grounded in Nebraska shooting guns? Probably they're probably gonna not get the ring until the last episode.
Yeah, they have to earn the ring.
They have to earn the ring exactly.
They have to earn the little mask over their eyes.
Yeah.
That'll be the post-credit scene of the finale.
And I will cheer.
Yeah.
We also got crypto specials announced. It seems like one for each season. There's 4. So like a seasonal crypto holiday special.
All right. I guess.
Big news only in here.
Who was asking for this? Just
Yeah.
James Gunn?
Yeah. And it is the same crypto as the DCU Superman movie crypto. A lot of people were asking. It was
A lot of people
there were
asking?
riots pretty much about trying to figure it out. The world was upside down.
I think one guy asked James Gunn on Threads. The only other guy still using Threads.
No, James Gunn's on Blue Sky now.
Oh,
isn't he?
really?
I think so. I said that like it was a fact, but then it was a question at
No,
the
he
end
could
there.
be.
I think he is.
Yeah. Well, him and the other 2 people on Blue Sky
They
were
all
enraged.
They were going crazy. Yeah, all 3 of them. Okay, 2 more bits of DC news. Waller, Booster Gold, and the Authority are all having different issues that are causing them to get pushed back.
Good.
I don't know if we need the Waller show. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool because Viola Davis is
Viola
awesome.
Davis is the only reason.
So
that,
it's like, I'm down for it. Booster
Yeah.
Gold. We could wait on it.
Whoa,
We could wait on it.
Booster Gold, I'm down for.
I don't know. I was kind of excited, and then they said it's going to be Kumail Nanjiani, and I was like,
that
all
is
right.
true.
I'm
not
less
sold.
excited now.
I'm not sold on that cat. I do.
They should have cast Billy Magnuson from hit movie Game Night.
Big game night week this week.
Oh, yeah. Every week's a big game night
That's
week.
true. Brandon's game night quarter.
Dude, that might have to happen. I missed White Lotus this week, so I'm just going to talk about game night.
About game. We got. I'm feeling the same way about like Booster Gold that I am about a lot of the Disney Plus shows making a movie. I don't know if I want. I don't want.
I want to sit down for 8 hours of Booster Gold.
I think. I mean, and then you get Glenn Powell if it's.
Yeah.
But I like Kumail Nanjiani. I just don't. Why is everyone in the Justice League so old in this universe except Superman?
It's the Justice League, I don't know, senior
Justice
edition.
League geriatric.
Yeah. The geriatric league.
That's good.
That is good.
The Authority might be retooled to an animated movie, I heard, which is interesting. I don't know.
Zack Snyder was making that one.
Well, apparently that picture was just for fun. I don't know if
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it. I do. They are friends. I would like him to do the Authority. I would like him to do the Authority. But they are setting up the Authority in Superman. So,
Yeah.
like, presumably they have to do something with it. You'd hope. All right, last bit of DC news.
All right.
This one's kind of worrying. DC is aiming for 7 projects a year.
Oh.
2 live-action movies, 1 animated movie, 2 live-action shows, 1 animated show every year. Now, the make or break here is if they're counting stuff like My Adventures with Superman as one of those animated shows.
Right.
Because then they probably already have 7 a year with like the Harley Quinn show. They have a lot of that stuff.
That's
the kids
true.
like Batman is a car, Hot Wheels show.
That's true, but MCU doing like 1 billion projects a year is like a big reason of why so many people are like out on it now.
100%. And that's with like a decade plus of goodwill.
Of goodwill, yeah. And then you're going to start a universe off with that these universes, when they start up, man, they just start up and they're like, we're going to do 1 billion things. Like, put out your first movie.
Yeah, let's just go from
You put
there.
out one animated show that like was decently reviewed, but
was
I don't know
solid.
how many people actually watched it. And now you're like, well, okay, that one went okay. We're gonna renew that for season 2, and we're gonna add 15 things a year
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, literally. My favorite bit of news about this though is one animated movie in theaters a year. That's super exciting to me. I wish we got more like animated MCU or just Marvel stuff in general. So I'm really excited about that. I think one of them is like a Justice League, but they're dinosaurs. You hear about the
No,
look on your face?
what are they doing?
No, it's fun. It's a bit of fun. It's like a kids thing. But yeah, if like stuff
Okay,
like
how many kids things are they making?
but it's Spider-Verse animation. Did you think of
Yeah, everything's doing that now. Because Spider-Verse was good, and everyone's like, wow, this is good, and it's a unique animation style.
The only thing making this good is the animation. We don't have to put any effort into the actual writing or anything.
Yeah, like people only like this because the animation style, I think.
Yep, that's exactly it. So yeah, 7 projects might be pushing it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe just do 2 movies a year. Let's just start there.
Start
And a
with
show.
one movie.
2 movies a year and a show. Well, yeah, that
Start with one.
too. Well, that this year is at least light. We got Superman, Peacemaker, Creature Commandos was technically last year, I guess. And then
Right.
probably like a season of my. Again, I don't know if that counts.
Right, so that's like what, 2 things you got to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just I hope they don't do the MCU thing of making like the shows like required viewing to
Yeah, I
understand
don't
what's
think they
going
will.
on.
I think they recently said
It should-
Lanterns won't be, which is like a change because
Like-
James Gunn originally said it's going to be.
Right, like TV shows, because not everyone's gonna watch them that watches the movies, like we've seen with Marvel. So it's like
Yeah.
you have to just have it be like supplementary stuff that
Yeah.
adds to it, but isn't like required.
100%. And I forget what I was. It was gonna be a
Alright.
really. Oh well, the thing with like doing 2 live action movies a year, I think that works considering the way their like release calendar is now. It's like Sergeant Rock and then like a Supergirl movie.
Right.
Like those are 2 very different.
Yeah.
And then like Clayface and like what comes out that year? Something.
Brave and the Bold.
Oh, that's like a decade away.
That's
But,
not
like,
a real movie.
Yeah, exactly. But like Sergeant Rock and Clayface are 2 like very small budget,
Right.
kind of very
No.
different, not superhero things. So like
Right.
DC Studios is trying to get. So like I get it.
I think
see
I
it.
think them putting out 2 movies a year is fine. The issue is when they put up 5 shows
Yeah, yeah.
in a year.
Yeah, 100%.
Too many.
Got the first. That's it. That's the end of the
That's the
DC
end of the
news.
DC
All
news
this dropped
segment.
the second we stopped recording last week.
Awesome.
We got our first look at the He-Man movie starring Nicholas.
Galitzine
Yep, that's what
Okay.
I said too.
All right. Of Bottom's fame.
Of Bottom's fame, that's true. Are
And
you excited?
Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Excited for this one?
No, because I'm not like 40 years old. I didn't watch
You didn't
Masters
play-
of the Universe.
Yeah, but you
growing
didn't
up.
play Funko Fusion to get a grasp of the He-Man universe.
You know, like everyone else on the planet, I actually didn't. So,
that's shocking.
unfortunately, I don't care that much for the He-Man movie.
that's fair. I watched the like rebooted animated show when it came out on Netflix. I liked it just fine. This movie, however, seems to be He-Man is on Earth and he's getting arrested by the LAPD.
Oh, it's like
What are we
Barbie.
doing? It's everything's Barbie now. Why are we doing this?
Everything is Barbie if it's live action. If it's animated, it's Spider-Verse.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's Barbie or the opposite, and like Jumanji, like Minecraft. It's like
Right.
either fictional character goes to real world, real character, real person goes to fictional world.
Or Jennifer Coolidge wants to
Jennifer, you know
be
what?
intimate with a villager.
Smooth segue. I had the Minecraft trailer lower on here. Well, let's get right into that.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot stress this enough. This movie is going to be horrendous. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be tragic. It's going to be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. And I am so excited about it. I genuinely cannot wait. I sent an email to Warner Brothers saying, please let me see this early. Because I'm going to be away when it comes out and I'm devastated.
Oh, no.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about it?
It's going to be so bad. I'm excited to see Jennifer Coolidge fall in love with the Minecraft villager.
That bit has
That-
me very excited.
That's excited. I'm not excited
Oh,
to see
you have a big head.
Jack. I'm not excited to see Jack Black deliver every line.
That
like,
is
I'm
what's killing it.
Steve."
Flint and Steel, the overworld, like everything he says, he delivers a chicken jockey, like he's the Smash Bros announcer, and you clicked on a character. What are we doing?
He's-
Why is he doing? It's not like he was instructed to do that, but like, what are we doing? Why is he doing that? Ender pearl.
Because it's funny.
It's not.
The kids are gonna love it. I mean,
The kids are.
you're gonna be in
the.
the theater. It's gonna be you and a bunch of 8-year-olds and their
Okay.
parents that are disinterested,
Yeah.
and the kids are gonna be clapping, they're gonna be cheering, running around.
They're all gonna go Flint and Steel.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh
A
my god, the way
sing-along.
he said that is so funny." And we're gonna get a bunch of kids talking like Steve from the Minecraft movie for years.
That is a bit of fun.
No, this was not a positive thing. I don't know
What
why
if-
you're taking.
What if they
that.
also talk about Jennifer Coolidge though,
Oh,
or
that would
talk
be
like
pretty
Jennifer
sick.
Coolidge?
Yeah.
They're going around like, oh,
There's a bunch of kids walking around. Wow,
wow, the gays are trying to kill me.
these gays are trying to kill me. I'm like, what? Dude, you're 8. What are you talking about?
I will. So the tickets just went on sale for this after that last trailer. Not looking great.
Really?
This is a movie a lot of people were thinking is going to make $1 billion. It's looking like it might, if this tracking keeps sometimes not accurate but like it could get to like 400, 500 million is the current like
You know
trajectory.
what the budget of this one was?
Oh my god, I don't think we do, but
A lot.
500 million. No, it's probably.
And it looks that ugly.
That's the thing. It's probably like 200 million. They were just in front of a green
Probably like
screen.
$15. They paid
Yeah.
like
But
a
that's
child like Minecraft YouTuber to animate
yeah,
it.
literally. That's the thing though. Like a lot of people are like the Minecraft brand is so strong. Like this is gonna make a ton of money. I don't think people are really happy with. Like I know.
Yeah,
Like
the game is strong, but are people like dying to go watch it? I mean, like
I-
Borderlands is not as
Yeah.
loved as Minecraft,
Yeah,
clearly,
yeah.
but that was like the biggest flop of last year.
But I think it's a similar thing where like the Mario movie made so much money because say what you will about it as a movie, not everyone loves it, but it is like a love letter to Mario.
Yeah, it's
Like they get all the stuff Mario fans like.
yeah, like as a movie, it's like fine, but like
Yeah.
that's way better than what the Minecraft
Yeah, and then
movie is
Minecraft,
showing
they're like,
us.
we can just do this too, but it's not what anyone wants to see. And I think that's what the box office is starting to. Yeah, but it's probably gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah. There's gonna be kids on Twitter being like, "Why isn't Jack Black nominated for Best Actor this year?"
Best original song he's gonna get. Everyone
Ugh.
was pissed he didn't get nominated for Peaches.
Yeah.
He has a song in the movie.
Ugh.
It's gonna be.
Is that like a clause he has in his contracts now,
Might
where he's like,
be.
"You've got to put a song and push it for Best Original Song.
It must be.
It's got to be in the clauses."
All right. Save Marvel news for a big. What is Revenge of the Sith is getting? I wrote down ROTS re-release, and I couldn't get it because I was
Rots.
like Rise of Skywalker for some reason. Revenge of the Sith is getting a re-release in April 2020 or April 25th this year. Super excited for this. We're skipping over Attack of the Clones.
Well, unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
I'll say it. Episode 2, overhated.
I think it's fine.
Everyone said this is the worst of the trilogy. Episode 2
It's
is
the worst.
way better than Episode 1.
No, it's definitely the worst of the trilogy, but it's still
No. You're
It's-
letting Duel of the Fates cloud your judgment.
No, I watched Phantom Menace in theaters last year. I had the time of my life.
Man, I watched it at home.
Phantom Menace
I did
rocks.
not.
Phantom Menace rocks. Awesome. It's so
Unfortunately,
awesome.
we're at another monkey situation
We are,
here.
and I don't think it's going to be the last. Iowa Debris is cast in the Barney movie.
Yeah, and she's also going to be writing the Barney movie.
Oh, really? I
And-
missed that
yeah,
part.
she's well, with the report I read this was a couple days ago, so it could be out of date by now, but it was that she was signed on to write the Barney movie and still in talks to star in it.
Okay.
But it wasn't like
So she's
official that she
involved
was
no matter
starring in it.
what.
Yeah, and Daniel Kaluuya is going to be producing.
Daniel Kaluuya has been working on this for like 5 years.
Right.
6 years now.
Yeah, and
And it's fascinating.
it's an
to me.
A24 Mattel collab.
No, it's not even A24. It's described as an A24 type of movie.
Oh, really?
It's not an A24.
I thought it was A24. I thought
unless it
A24 had posted
changed.
about it.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. We
I
can
think
fact
that's
check.
that's where I'd
We
seen.
might
it.
have to fact check that.
I'll
but
fact check that.
I just remember Daniel Kaluuya or someone involved saying in like 2020, they were like, "This is going to be an A24 style movie."
Right,
So
because
I-
I remember hearing about it a while ago, and it was like Daniel Kaluuya in talks with the Barney movie, and it was like a thing that seemed like a fake
Yeah.
kind of thing like years ago.
And they keep calling it a live action Barney movie. Barney's always been live action.
Yeah.
He's just a guy in a suit. I'm guessing they're doing like a CG.
Yeah.
But so the premise.
It is an A24
It is
movie.
officially
yeah,
A24.
A24.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
He manifested it, I guess.
That actually has me. I'm excited. The premise is like what happens when the little kids that grew up with Barney are like getting divorces and like doing taxes. It's like
Is that really the premise?
That's the quote I read. It's like they're all grown up and life's hard.
That's pretty sick, actually.
I'm looking forward to it.
I was worried that it would be like a Barney is like, oh, he's actually like, cause
Yeah,
wasn't there
yeah.
like the rumor that he would like kill kids or
Oh
whatever?
yeah.
And they're like, oh,
They're gonna do like
it's gonna be like,
the
yeah,
Steamboat Willie, Peter. Maybe he'll be in the Poonaverse.
yeah. It's an extended Poonaverse movie,
Yeah.
a Poonaverse
post-credit scene.
Elseworld. Yeah,
Dude,
staying away from that. Hopefully. No, I'm very excited though. I think everything Iowa Debbie does is incredible.
I agree.
So I'm set.
I'm
for anything
excited.
she's in.
This is
Even
gonna be fun.
though word on the street is that her new movie Opus is not too great.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
I've-
think it's at like 29% on
Holy
Rotten
shit,
Tomatoes.
really?
Yeah, so
I did not know it was.
I'm
that
still
low.
gonna be sad day
Yeah,
one.
no, I'll be sad. Everything I've heard from it and the trailer, I'm like, this is the menu. We're doing the menu again.
Yeah,
It's like, which I'm down for. I like the menu, but yeah, I'm excited for
it's
that. When
it's
does it
like
come
the
out?
menu and did you see Zoe Kravitz's movie that she
Kinney?
directed? No, the movie she directed last year.
Oh, Blink
Twice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really
I feel like it's
like
kind of
Blink
like Blink Twice as well.
Twice. That's interesting. I'm excited for that. It'll be fun.
I think it'll be well.
And
I don't know how it'll be, but I know I'll see it.
Is her Yorgos movie coming out this year?
I don't know if that's
After
coming
the
out
Hunt,
this
right?
year. Yeah, after the Hunt. I think it might be coming out later this year.
I feel like it's really.
Is that
late
Yorgos or that's Luca Guadagnino?
Oh, it's Luca. I get them mixed
Yeah.
up all the goddamn time. You're right, because
It's that one is
Yorgos is
Luca.
doing the
Yeah,
Green
he's doing
Planet.
Begonia with Emma
yeah,
Stone,
yeah.
Jesse Plemons.
I get them mixed up. I had a 50-50 shot, and I blew it. Okay, touching up on something we talked about a couple weeks ago. John Lithgow officially Dumbledore. We both were like, no way.
Yeah,
Just spoiled it in an
because
interview.
he's not British.
Yeah.
That's like the one rule of being in a Harry Potter movie.
What are we doing? I like John Lithgow. I like him a lot. He was a big star at the Oscars last night doing his little
Oh, yeah.
disappointed face. But I mean, look,
I mean, he's getting paid a lot.
he's getting paid a lot of money, and I know this is the worst take you can ever have. I'll be watching. I don't think it
Really?
has to exist, but I'm excited for it. I like Harry Potter.
I'm not excited for this at all, man.
That's fair.
I like
can't blame
the
you.
movies too, but it's like the movies are still so good.
Oh,
They still hold
100%.
up. Like last year, I saw Prisoner of Azkaban in theaters because they still play them in the movies
Yeah, they were
all
just
the
playing
time.
them like a week ago.
Yeah, it's like every like 2 or 3 months they do a marathon
They're
where it's like they're
Fathom.
playing one. Yeah,
I'm
which is fun.
anti-Fathom.
I am indifferent. I don't care. It's the only time I have to actually pay for a ticket most of the time nowadays.
Yeah, but they don't even up okay, whatever. We're
I
not
don't
getting into
care,
it.
man. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, dude, she's turning time back. They're saving Buckbeak.
The only reason I'm even a little excited for this show is just the Percy Jackson effect. Although
I never finished season 1
it
of
wasn't,
that show.
it really disappointed me. That's not the point. I just like the idea of stretching it out a full season, getting some of the stuff that is. I like the idea of it being a show. It
I
doesn't
guess,
have to.
But I
exist.
feel like there wasn't like that much from the books that was cut from the movies.
It's
really.
not like substantial.
It's
but
not
like,
substantial
it
enough to me
builds
to
up, I
warrant
think.
existing.
No, it doesn't. This
And-
show, I
and
cannot.
the way that they like,
This show does not have.
they're
to
insane if they think they're gonna be able to like shoot and edit like it's gonna be like at least like 8 hours
Oh,
per
100%.
season. Like there's no way you're gonna be able to do that and release
Yeah.
it yearly.
Yeah,
By year 3, the kid's gonna be like 25.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a full beard and supposed to
Let
be playing a
me-
15-year-old.
Yeah. Let me be clear here. This show does not have to exist. J.K. Rowling is doing this because none of the originals will come back for the Cursed Child. That's like a fact at this point. This show doesn't have to exist. Nothing about it warrants its existence. I'm just moderately excited for it.
Why doesn't like Disney or whoever just on Amazon and just chuck a boatload of money at her, make her go
Warner
away?
Bros.
Yeah, like just buy her out.
They were trying to.
Try harder. I don't know.
They were
more
trying.
money.
Oh, and then we can get a Harry Potter funeral song. The Oscars next year.
Oh,
Okay, we'll get into that. The Wonder Woman game was canceled. I realize we don't really do games here. Wrote that down.
no. We could do some games. You play that on a screen.
That's true.
We'll
That
count
is
it.
on a
We'll
screen.
count it.
That is an aluminum ass screen. Yeah, I was really excited for this. Announced it in 2021. Literally heard nothing about it, and then it was just canned, and Monolith was shut down.
Yeah.
Sucks, man. I don't know how much we can.
Well, now that they were going to use the system that they had in the Lord of the Rings
The
game,
Nemesis.
the Nemesis, and now that's copywritten, so nobody can use it,
Patented until 2030.
and it's closed. So we're
Does Warner Brother Games get the trademark?
I
They
have no
absorb that?
idea.
I feel like
Possibly.
they must, but what are they gonna do?
They're not. They didn't do anything with it to begin with.
They didn't do
so
anything.
It's not
I
like
think-
it matters.
I think this comes from. I mean, I think this is a report, but Suicide Squad was a colossal failure. Multiverses, is my beloved, also a colossal failure. So here we are. But I think because those didn't do well, we're canceling the single player like God of War esque game that people would have loved.
Right.
Whatever. Shrek 5.
Oh man.
The internet is going crazy. Shrek 5.
HC Joe on the call.
I think it looks fine. I feel insane.
It's pretty ugly.
I think Fiona
It
looks
just-
crazy. But besides Fiona, I really don't mind it.
I just feel like a lot of the designs they feel so close to the original, but like just off, just different enough that you can tell they're different. That they hit like a kind of uncanny valley kind
I
of.
get that, and I
thing.
do. I do get that. But I feel like when you compare like Puss in Boots in the first one to The Last Wish, like the animation style changed. He looks different, but he looks
Yeah.
like you get.
I mean, it's gonna be fun when you see it on the big screen or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But like, I mean, the people that are comparing it to the Sonic original design is like a
including the
little
Sonic,
insane.
the Sonic
Yeah.
TikTok account, the
Yeah.
official Sonic
They're like,
TikTok.
we did it again. We did it once. We can do it again, guys.
They say that for everything.
Yeah.
They said that for the Minecraft movie, and now everyone's defending the Minecraft. Whatever. Whole other conversation.
You keep saying everyone. I'm not seeing.
I know.
This.
I'm literally talking about the people in my TikTok comments that I fight for 4 hours a day every day because I can't resist the urge to reply to every comment and say you're wrong. Not the point. But yeah, Zendaya's in it.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
know if you
Shrek's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, this means that the other two died." Because they weren't in a 30-second teaser.
Get the creepy music in the background where it's like
Shrek ate his twins.
Ogres eat their kids in
Yeah.
folklore, and there's only one kid left. Hey man, it's a teaser. Hey, this is for Zendaya to be announced.
Yeah, and then some people are like, her eye color is different than when she was a baby.
Oh yeah, they think that Shrek's daughter is trans.
Yeah, or something. And
the
it's like, hey, the animators for this 30-second segment probably just didn't care to look.
Yeah. I like what? I
The
don't
internet
even,
really is going
the
crazy.
internet is going crazy. He cooked with that one. He really did.
I don't know
And
why.
I tweeted this, pulling it right now. Timothy Chalamet, Tom Holland are the other two. There's 3 kids. There's 2 boys, 1 girl. The very least, Tom
I
Holland.
think Tom Holland might be one.
I don't know if Timothy Chalamet would accept it, but I think they're gonna.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Timmy
I'm not
would
sure if
do
he
it.
would do it. They would give him a lot.
He wants to
of
be one of the greats.
He does.
Does being in Shrek 5 make you one of the greats? That's the question.
It doesn't hurt.
It might.
It doesn't hurt.
It might if
It
it's
might
bad.
not. Who's in?
I mean,
No.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz.
She was recently in the Netflix original smash hit Back in Action
Oh,
with
she
Jamie
was.
Foxx.
My mom loved that movie.
Really? All right, I'll keep my comments to myself.
You don't have to.
That movie was not good.
But yeah, that's Shrek 5. Okay, I think it looks fine. I don't think it looks necessarily like great or anything. The people saying it's AI are really pissing me off. I'm really over that.
Well, I saw this just earlier today. There was like an AI trailer made of it, and people in the comments, these idiots in the comments were like, "Oh, why does the AI one look better than the real one?"
I saw that.
I was like,
exact
"You
thing.
people are part of the problem.
Like,
You're
what are we
ruining everything.
What are we doing?
Those people need to not be allowed to do anything.
Get 'em-
They should
get
be
'em outta here.
locked up."
Lock them up. All right. We have a little Marvel news segment, building up
Ooh.
to the big one.
MNS.
This I'm really excited about. Punisher special presentations. Special presentations
They're
are
back
right
in a
after
big
we talked
way.
about it last week.
Yep,
Back
they
in a
heard
big
us.
way. True.
Evan's
Unfortunately,
listening to the Aluminum Screen
unfortunately,
podcast.
someone messed up the upload date, so that came out after this news.
Ooh,
So we look like we cheated.
that's unfortunate.
But I'm super excited about this. I love John Bernthal as Punisher. I think he's incredible. And I really Don't want a Punisher show. I want a movie. I said this with everything. I don't want shows. I want movies. So this is close. This is like an hour.
Yeah.
A good step.
A short film.
Short film. Yeah, exactly. They had to come up with a new name for short
Yeah.
film. I think it's described as like 40 minutes.
It's really like just a different name for like a TV movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And I'm so happy we're getting more of these. I think this is a really good one to like bring them back. And it comes out next year, which
Yeah.
I mean makes sense, I guess.
I mean, I feel like they went like 2 for 2 on the special presentation so
Yeah,
far.
I really
Werewolf by Night.
I
It's a great one.
adore Werewolf by Night. I really like the holiday special too, but Werewolf by Night,
Shout out to Michael
your
Giacchino,
boy,
my
your,
guy,
your friend,
my close
your
friend.
close friend. That's
Yeah.
true. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh, and also Daredevil Born Again season 2 is supposed to come out next year, alongside Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2 and X-Men '97 season. And their goal is to get all of these shows to come out yearly.
That would be sick.
It took them 5 years, but we're doing TV, baby. They finally figured it out.
Yeah, it took them 5
And
years to be
every-
like, let's make the TV shows TV shows.
Every interview, they're like, this groundbreaking idea we had
Yeah.
to release seasons every year
It's the thing
with
that
like 9 episodes.
it's the thing video game developers do for like the sports games that come out every year, where they'll take a feature away for a year and then the next year bring it back like this brand new feature that's never existed before.
That's so true.
Also for Daredevil Born Again season 2, Matthew Lillard's joining the
That
cast.
is true. I'm excited for that, man.
Who's he playing?
I want him to be Stiltman so bad. Are you familiar with Stiltman?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
Oh, you'll never guess what he does. He's got stilts.
No way.
He stands on them, right? He's really tall, and he was teased in the Netflix show. So like his civilian persona is there, and in the background he like built Daredevil suits, and in the background you can see the stilts. So they were
This is just a guy at the circus?
the circus.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
well,
a
yeah,
guy
yeah.
on stilts.
Well, they're like robotic and they grow and shrink,
Oh.
so he can go.
That's got to be the worst power ever.
It's a suit.
It's the worst suit ever. He can grow a little bit.
Yeah,
and
Iron Man's
shrink.
in this world, but
Yeah.
don't worry, we can get a little taller. We can go to 6 foot. But I honestly have no idea who he's gonna play. This is like wide
Maybe
open.
Stu Macher from the Scream
Stu Macher,
franchise.
yeah,
They're
he's-
folding it in.
Or what's
Oh,
purple guy?
Springtrap.
That's true. Yeah, he's playing Springtrap.
Is
would
that its
actually
name?
rock. Yeah,
Wow.
that's when he gets the thing on him. I can't think
Sniped that.
of the guy's name. He goes, "I come back." He said it in the movie, even though it was his first time. He's never come back
Yeah.
before, but they gave him the line anyway.
It'll hit way harder in
It'll-
the sequel
Yeah.
when he says it again.
Oh, this is gonna
Michael, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Michael FNAF. Yeah, he's here.
He's attacking.
All right, and then yeah, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2, that coming out every year is awesome. X-Men '97 finally coming back. Cry when that comes out. I'm so excited. You have a year to watch Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'll take that full year.
All right, 30 minutes in. Let's get to the
Okay.
big stuff.
Okay.
We
We're
had
breezing through
Avengers,
it.
Doomsday leaks.
Yeah.
We got and Fantastic Four
Well,
and
hang
some other
hang
stuff.
on. Before we get into the Doomsday leaks, I gotta say, these were not leaked. I think these were intentional. Well, I guess they were leaked, but I feel like they were intentionally leaked by Disney to be like, "Yo, guys, look what we're
Might be
cooking
good.
up."
Yeah, no, I'm not fully there yet, but I don't think it's crazy to say that.
I think they did because there's no way something that big would get leaked
So
this early
it
in the
was
process.
literally just like a concept artist like uploaded it on their website instead of like privating, and someone was just and saw it.
I don't know. That's something's not adding up.
I will say, whether or not it was purposeful, this is doing them more good than harm.
Yeah.
Undeniably.
The only thing I saw online was people being like, "Oh, hang on, maybe
was me.
maybe we're cooking here."
that was 100% me. I said, you know what, the Russo brothers
Now,
actually.
is this for Doomsday or for Secret Wars?
So I was just gonna
Because-
say that. So it originally came out as Doomsday leaks, and then yesterday or 2 days ago, someone important, I don't know who, I forget, was like, I think this is actually for Secret Wars, not Doomsday, which does make more sense considering
right.
the art. Like, it's all like, Battle World kind of stuff, which presumably would be Secret Wars, but could go either way. I hope it's Doomsday though.
Really,
I love the idea of just starting off in there.
that would be kind
And
of
the
interesting.
audience is just as confused as the character. So here's how I imagine. Okay,
Alright.
well, should we talk about the concept art specific?
Yeah, yeah.
So the first image Are you?
Yeah, you can show me.
So we've got God Emperor Doctor Doom. He's already, which is another reason I think it might be Secret Wars because
Right.
it's like his strongest.
That might be the post-credit scene of Doomsday.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go into my theory.
Oh,
I'll go
okay.
into my theory.
All right.
You describe this excruciating detail. We've got Emperor Doom. On his side, we have seemingly Sue Storm with Franklin Richards. And on his other side, we have Doctor Strange. Kneeling in front of him is Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I don't know why. And then Yelena Belova is his
My
knight,
goat.
which is cool. Like, it's cool how we're getting so many different...
Thunderbolts actually matters.
Now I'm thinking Thunderbolts might set up Doomsday a little bit.
Hey.
Because there's also concept art of presumably Bucky in Doom's lair being like hung up, but now people think it's Sentry. But either way, that's Thunderbolts.
They're both in
related.
Thunderbolts.
Exactly. I think it's cool Yelena's a knight. Like, that's fun.
That is fun.
I like how we're doing this.
Anything they can get Florence Pugh in, I'm with it.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough. And then we have one of Star-Lord and White Vision hanging out on the couch drinking some
I'm
beers.
so intrigued by Star-Lord and White Vision. What are they? How did they meet?
What is going on
How did they bond?
I really love this. So I think we talked in like the first episode a lot about Star-Lord and like his role going forward because on Earth and he's coming back. And I think he's going to be a huge part in these movies. And seemingly he's like the young Avengers guy.
Which is interesting because Chris Pratt, not very young.
That is true. Famously so.
Famously not young.
So like in a lot of the Young Avengers comics, I think it's in Children's
Crusade.
I don't know for sure though. I might be mixing it up with another one, but White Vision is kind of White Vision like puts them together originally.
Right.
I don't know if that's Children's Crusade or like one.
So the Young Avengers is like the only Marvel comics that I've read.
This
So
is your area.
I've been waiting for this for years.
You have been waiting for this
Because
for
it was
years.
like, I think when WandaVision was like coming out and people were like, oh, they're going to do Young Avengers. I was like, all right, let me read it. And I read it. And I've just been waiting this whole time. I've been getting crumbs.
Yeah.
I'm finally, I can't wait.
It seemed like it was happening so fast for a second there. Because
Yeah.
we got, and I'm sure they were probably going to do like a movie at one point and then show or whatever, but now
And
we're
then
just
they
gonna
realized
throw it
they
in.
were,
Yeah.
they could fail.
Yeah, exactly. They went, you know what, actually?
Hang
People
on.
don't love going to the theaters to see Disney Plus. But yeah, White Vision, Star-Lord hanging out is awesome. They're drinking some beers, having some pizza. I love this.
They're just being guys,
Dudes
being
being dudes.
dudes.
I love the idea of like Star-Lord just being super lonely and reaching out to all the people like he saw in Infinity War and Endgame. And White Vision's like practically dead, so he's just there.
Yeah. But he never met Vision, though, did he? Because Vision died in Infinity War.
Oh, that's
when
true.
was
He
in
would have no
space.
idea. He would have no idea.
No, maybe
he
he
met
just thinks
Tony,
White-
so he's like, "Oh, you're Tony's son."
Yeah, maybe.
We have Hulk and She-Hulk and Scar in Battle
She-Hulk
World.
not dead.
She-Hulk not dead. I'm very happy about that. Did we talk about like you were like She-Hulk's never coming back?
I really did think that they would like. I don't know.
I'm so happy about
I
it.
really didn't think that they'd bring her back.
And this is like the clearest look we get at like the medieval aesthetic, which is so cool. This is what
Is that what do we think that's Latveria or is that Battle World?
I think the Hulk one specifically is Greenland, which is like a Hulk, not like the real
Right.
country. In Battle World, there's a place called
Right.
Greenland, and it's like a Hulk.
Hulk Town.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think that's what we're getting here, but it could just be any aspect of Latveria or like Doomsday.
My God, I just had a horrifying
Oh
thought.
no!
So this movie's like been written, right? Like recently,
Supposedly.
right? Allegedly. What do you think the odds are that we're gonna get a Hulk 2 joke?
No. Oh, it does give the same vibe as Hulk dabbing and
Yeah,
and playing
him
Fortnite.
dabbing
No,
and they had
I
the
don't
"What
think-
are those" in Black Panther.
Oh,
That just
That's a
popped into my
brutal
head,
thought.
and I'm like,
That is a
I'm not ready to be
brutal
sitting there for Doomsday. And hear Mark Ruffalo go, Hulk 2.
that is a terrible thought. I hate that
Yeah.
that's in my head now.
You're welcome.
No.
I think it's gonna happen.
No.
Unfortunately.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, I can't even think about it.
Sorry, I feel like I just ruined the whole vibe.
Vibe squash. Anyway.
Moving
Scar
on. from
looks
that.
cool. Looks a lot cooler than
Yeah, it
She-Hulk
looks way
appearance.
better than She-Hulk.
I mean, Hulk looks really cool too. He doesn't have like the nerdy vibe going. I mean, it's concept art. So
Finally.
but a lot of people are like, "Oh, Hulk is back." He might still be like Mark Ruffalo Smart Hulk.
It'd be nice if Hulk could be back.
Would be.
Because we got like 2 movies with Hulk.
Yeah, I would like to. Sure, we'll see Red Hulk in this town. Everyone's fan favorite character. We got a shot of the new Black Panther in what a lot of people have described as a World War II Wakanda. I don't know if I necessarily got that same vibe.
I just looked briefly at it. I did not.
Yeah,
get
like
the
there's
World
a
War
cave
II vibe
in the background. I guess it's
caves
maybe.
famously only from
Yeah, I
World
don't
War II.
know, but I guess that's what we're running with. But I'm just gonna say, seemingly played by Damson Idris.
Right. People have been saying that. I didn't really get that from the
Really?
concept art.
It looks exactly like him.
Wait, maybe I saw an edited one. No, like to me, I feel like it kind of looks like a little bit like Chadwick Boseman, though.
What?
I don't know, just like in his eyes.
I don't know if I didn't know Damson Idris like off the top of my head.
I'm not
until
familiar.
seeing this, but
super
after
familiar
seeing
with
the
him either.
picture of them side by side, and this doesn't mean that he's like in. Like a lot of people are like he's been cast as Black Panther.
Right.
I
feel like we would have
I
heard
always
about
say a
that.
lot of people.
Yeah.
I say that all the time just to like segue.
A lot of
Anyway,
people are saying.
Everyone is saying. But yeah, so seemingly we're getting a new Black Panther. Here's the money shot. The Young Avengers.
Oh yeah.
Wong, Star-Lord, Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, Speed, Wiccan, and Miss Marvel. A lot of people not there. Most notably America Chavez.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Doom captures her.
Yeah, possibly.
Or
Also,
something.
I'm confused. When did they meet Speed?
I'm guessing we're gonna get Agatha all along season for this, or they'll just
Or it's
sum
in
it
the
up.
Vision show?
Or the Vision. Well, Vision show is in between Doomsday and Secret War.
That where he links up with Star-Lord, possibly.
That would be so.
The whole
awesome.
show is just them broing out.
Yeah, like I guess he will be White Vision from. I would think at the end of Vision Quest he'll like somehow go back to being like feelings, go back to having feelings and such.
Yeah.
But who knows? Yeah, I don't know when we're gonna squeeze this in. I mean, we're not because Doomsday is like a week away.
Yeah,
Like,
they've
it's
got a
so
lot of
soon.
stuff. Really, well, it's been pushed back apparently.
Rumor has it they're discussing they're gonna put.
Yeah.
Insane that they have it already. It's
Yeah.
insane they're pretending like it's not gonna get pushed back.
You got to keep the investors happy.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm trying to think, like maybe Ironheart post credit scene, but Ironheart's not in this picture. But
They
that
can
doesn't mean
keep
she's
it.
not. Oh, and Dupe is in this picture.
Yeah. Who is
So
that
Dupe
fella?
is an X-Men character, and he's ridiculous. He's just, I mean, look at him. He's a booger, and he's so awesome, and he's got like psychic powers. And I think he's just here as like a joke. Like I think the concept artist is probably just having fun
Right.
because we've seen stuff like that before. But the idea of him, or they're doing like a cameo in the bar.
Or
'cause
maybe
it's like,
Dupe is going to be like a big player in Thunderbolts.
that would be incredible. I would cry. I would cry.
We think
tears of
Sentry is
joy.
the villain, but it's actually evil Dupe.
Oh my god, evil Dupe all along. They might have just put him here because it's like a Battle World bar, and they're gonna have a bunch of cameos and like that scene from Deadpool and Wolverine of people walking in for an hour, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be like Dupe is here, and everyone's gonna Dupe.
Yeah, and then everyone else is going to be like, who is that?
Yeah, what do we do? Everyone's gonna leave, and then
Yeah.
Hulk's gonna come in and say Hulk Dua, and everyone's gonna head out.
And the 2 people that stayed were like, all right,
Me.
this has gone too
Yeah.
far.
So that's describing all of them in detail. Now we can
Yeah.
actually talk about them. Look, I've been famously very anti-Doom. I don't think these movies are going to be good. I don't know if these concept art mean it's going to be good, but I'm fucking excited. I'm like really excited. They got
Yeah.
me.
At the very least, now I'll have 5 scenes where I can point to and go, oh, that's like the leak.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm going to, 100%.
Yeah, lean
Gonna
over
whisper
to
in
the
my
guy
girlfriend's
next
ear.
to me.
That was in that one. Do you remember February 12th last year?
Lean over to the 40-year-old dad next to me
Yeah,
and go,
yeah.
oh, they cut Dupe out of this one.
That look around, everybody. Dupe's here, screaming to the crowd. Well,
There
that's
he is.
like,
He's in the background.
where is he? It's like No Way Home. That one shot of Andrew Garfield against the railing.
Yeah.
Everyone went, oh, like the theater. Everyone in that theater like clocked it immediately.
Ugh.
Yeah, man, this is exciting. So my theory, if this is Doomsday, and I really hope it does, because I love the aesthetic. I don't want to go through boring.
I think it could be Doomsday because if they've like still not finished the script for Doomsday, there's no way they're already storyboarding
Yeah,
the
exactly.
next one.
100%. And okay, so it's just cool. It's just cool, you know. Like the MCU, it's got its look, and everyone clowns on it, and most of the time it's fine. But going from the Fantastic Four, which is like such a cool retro futuristic vibe, this whole time we've been thinking like Fantastic Four ends with them going to MCU. What if it ends with like them going to this medieval battle world, and that is the MCU now?
That would be sick.
And then like my theory, we pick up Doomsday. All these characters are in these new roles. Doctor Strange is like Doctor Doom's second in command. Reed Richards is like his prisoner. Sue Storm's his wife. We're doing all that fun stuff. And then we have like, you know, hints at like past lives throughout the movie. And then oh yeah,
Past lives.
I was so confused when you commented that. And then we see like Spider-Man, and like this is the end of the movie. Like everyone's kind of fighting against Doom, but they're not like fully there. Like they're fighting against Doom in these new like Rebel Alliance thing.
Right.
And then either the end or like the teaser for the next one, Spider-Man, he like remembers. He just somehow something happens. Maybe he sees Zendaya or something, and he's like, "Oh my God, wait, this isn't like the way the world works." And then he like wakes up. That's the teaser. Spider-Man 4 happens. I don't know what happens. I'm guessing it's Battle World.
I hate that so much.
Look, I hated it. Now I'm on board.
No.
If it looks like how it looks in the concept art, I'm on board.
No. That sucks. We haven't gotten a single Tom Holland Spider-Man movie where he's the only Spider-Man and he's in New York the whole time.
True.
That has never happened.
100. I agree.
How hard is that? Just keep
totally
him in
agree.
New York City.
I agree, but I think it's lamer if they do Avengers and then prequel Spider-Man. I don't think it's lamer, but I could explain Doom. Like I don't know. I think it's cooler to just do Battle World. Tom Holland Spider-Man's never been that guy. Let's just
Yeah, he's never been that guy because they never let him be that guy.
exactly. But do it for Spider-Man 5. If you're
We
sandwiching
can't
it,
wait till the fifth one
if
to
you're
let him be the
sandwiching
guy.
it right after Avengers Doomsday.
No, because they're gonna push Doomsday back,
So
and
that's-
Spider-Man's gonna come out before.
That is.
So it
that-
won't be a prequel;
depending-
it'll just come out first.
If Spider-Man also gets delayed, that means it.
Nope, it won't.
If they both no, but but then like Secret Wars somehow multiverse stuff happens. I don't know where we're going.
This is a mess. I hate thinking about it.
I'm excited. I am so excited. Unfortunately, like I really didn't. I wasn't expecting to eat this one slop up. Like Avengers Doomsday was going to be the slop that I kind of am anticipating, but not going to like.
the slop you just nibble at.
Yeah,
for a
the
little
slop
bit.
that I spare over the course of a
Yeah.
while. Not anymore. It started, baby. I'm
Oh,
eating
man.
that slop up.
I was like excited, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Oh, he's like God Emperor Doom. He's gonna do the Thanos spine grab thing." And then just like I saw a tweet, and it was like, "Oh, it's gonna be so crazy to see him do all that, and then like take the mask off, and
I
it's
agree.
Robert Downey Jr."
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And I like kind of forgot that he was gonna be Doom for a second.
yeah. Every time I remember, it's Robert Downey.
It's just not. It's gonna be weird hearing Doom talk like how Robert Downey Jr. talks.
Oh no!
Like his voice is just gonna
I-
be Robert Downey Jr.'s
That's
voice.
gonna be how Spider-Man wakes up. He's gonna beat the mask
Oh.
off Doom, and he's gonna see Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna
take the
remember.
mask off. He's gonna go, Mr. Stark.
And then he's gonna remember. You're gonna see the look on his eyes, and he's gonna
He'd be like, Mr. Stark. And he
If they do,
goes, I killed Mr. Stark a long time ago.
if they do a Mr. Stark moment, just have him say Tony, at the very least. At least then it's like, oh, he's grown up. Like, I don't want to hear.
Have him do.
I don't want to hear 30-year-old Tom Holland say Mr. Stark. Is all I ask.
Mr. Doom, I don't feel so
Mr.
good.
Doom. Mr. Doom, I don't feel so good. I'm excited for this.
Do we think that there'll be an MF Doom reference in?
Who is that? What is that?
He's
Everyone
a
keeps
rapper.
talking about
He's
that.
a big rapper.
Sorry, I didn't
He's
mean
your
to- I
favorite
didn't-
rapper's favorite rapper,
Like
according
Chapel
to the
Rowan?
internet. Like Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
She's not a rapper at all.
No, but she's always like, I'm your favorite artist's favorite artist.
I guess in that sense.
Yeah.
I guess.
So why is MF Doom? What is his
Because
deal?
his whole like thing was like he would wear like a mask and everything. He had like a lot of like his stuff was like designed like to look like comic books.
Yeah,
and stuff.
he was in a Fortnite trailer for Doctor Doom. They played his music.
Yeah.
And everyone was like MF Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, when they introduced Doom for the first time,
I
or
don't
like
know
in the
his songs
trailer, that
enough
would be
to-
cool."
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know his songs enough
Oh, right, well.
to judge. but that'd be cool.
That one's for the audience.
For the crowd. I fear this is gonna look. Russo brothers, they haven't done a bad Marvel movie.
Interesting caveat there. Haven't done a bad Marvel movie.
Oh, 100%. No,
Their
they've done
last
some dog
three.
shit. Hey, I'm like looking forward to Electric State. I am excited for it. It's gonna be terrible. I'm excited for it. Just because I was at the panel at Comic-Con.
That seems to be pretty consistent with a lot of the Russo movies you're excited for. You're like, it's going to be bad, but I'm excited for it.
Doomsday, I think, could be okay.
Doomsday could be good.
They're good with the Marvel stuff.
If they control Robert Downey Jr., they don't let him just be Robert Downey Jr. again.
I do think they will. I think it's obviously a stunt casting. It's just to get people to go to the theater. But I do think they're gonna I don't think
he does
he's
his
gonna
voice
be
from Oppenheimer.
Yeah, like I think that's the kind of thing he's gonna channel. Grouse.
What? We just talks. He like grits his teeth the whole time.
He's not an Iron Man variant. He's a Louis Strauss variant.
Dude, that would be sick if they like have an Iron Man like suit fly down and everyone's like, oh, he's gonna be Tony Stark. We're gonna see him like as Doom against him as Tony Stark, and then he comes out in the full like get up from Oppenheimer, like he's got the same hair and everything.
That would be awesome. And it's black and white on just him, like WandaVision.
That would be all right. I'm back in.
I'm sold actually. I am very interested to see how we're doing Robert Downey Jr. do. Is he a Tony variant? Is he not? Why is he here?
Well, they said he's going to be playing Victor Von Doom.
They did.
So,
I just don't know if I fully.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe.
And he could still be a Tony variant because like we've got.
Right, he's like, I used to go by Tony, but when I got lost in that cave in Latveria, I changed my name to
exactly.
Victor Von Doom.
Exactly. Or he was a baby Tony, and then he got kidnapped and sent to Latveria or something. Like,
I would love to see that if they de-age Robert Downey Jr. and put his face on a baby.
He's got the glasses.
Yeah.
And the goatee. They shave it off and put the mask on the baby. Ooh, is there something there?
No.
With like Kang manipulating time to make Iron Man not be Iron Man, and then he ends up.
You think they're doing anything with Kang?
I think he's doing the Thanos rip, but on Kang.
With Jonathan Majors?
I don't know if they'll do Jonathan Majors.
That's the thing, because I don't know if they'll do Kang. Because if you bring Kang back and it's someone else, then you have to be like, I'm Kang. And
yeah, but I think.
Oh, Kang looks different.
I think they'll do the fit. He'll have the mask on. You'll barely see. He'll be like, "Oh, Dr. Doom, I got you here to do. I made you.
I'm Kang, and I look different."
I'm Kang, yeah. Yeah, I shaved the mustache.
Yeah.
Just do the Harrison Ford bit.
I mean, they'll be like, "Oh, I much prefer the look of this variant to all your other ones."
Yeah, something like that.
And then just rip his spine.
Or,
out.
I think
Or
they
bring
do
him
get
back.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
I think for whatever reason
he's
getting a redemption arc.
It's actually crazy because I was at the movies a couple weeks ago now, seeing the AMC Screen Unseen, and the movie was My Dead Friend Zoe. Pretty good movie, by the way. And so we're sitting there through the trailers, and the last trailer before the movie starts is for Magazine Dreams, which was a movie that like was filmed before it came out, and he was like, it premiered at Sundance, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago.
It's gonna be like his Oscar.
Yeah, he was like getting huge Oscar buzz for his performance in it, and then it kind of just like never came out because of everything about him, and the entire movie revolves around him. So I guess they're like releasing that now. So
I think
we could be in the Jonathan Majors comeback.
And you have
here.
like Michael B. Jordan being
Yeah,
like
that's
so
my
proud.
boy.
Like I think we're starting the
And you were a big fan of him.
And I've always defended him. I'm not saying that.
And you said you weren't the biggest fan of him until everything came out.
Yeah, that is what I said. Much like Carla Sofia gets.
Yeah. Which, speaking of her, do we want to get to the Oscars?
Yeah, I think we've kind of said all we can about the Doomsday stuff.
We've got so much time to talk about Doomsday as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have a year. Well, probably 7 years at this point. I am excited for the Doomsday era, though. Like, it started with this, like, especially just because TikTok and stuff. Like, I love when everyone's excited about something.
Yeah.
Like the No Way Home.
Well, I can't wait when everyone gets excited about Thunderbolts finally.
Any
day wise up.
Any day now.
It's gonna happen soon.
I've been fighting for my life on the box office subreddit for Thunderbolts. Everyone's like, this is gonna do so much worse than Captain America.
No way.
I think it needs really good word of mouth to have a shot.
And it'll have it.
That's my exactly.
It'll have it.
I think it might break even.
Oh, it's making big business at the box office.
I think people are underestimating Florence Pugh and Sebastian specifically. And maybe David Harbour a little bit.
Yeah, people like Stranger Things.
People like, but I think they're gonna whatever. We'll
And
look.
that guy with the
Wait,
big fist.
Oh, Santa?
No.
Wait, who are we? David Harbour?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hellboy.
Oh, I thought you
Hellboy.
were talking about Violent Night.
No.
The big
I know who
red-
Santa is.
I don't know if you've heard of this niche character, Santa Claus. Great movie though.
I haven't seen it. I'll have
I'll
to
do in a second. All right, Oscars talk, baby.
Oscar
It's
time.
Oscars time. Do a little jingle.
Little jingle.
Yeah.
Oscar
time is here.
Conan O'Brien was the host. All right, that's a bad jingle.
We cut an hour of that. We kept going for an hour. We had to cut around it.
We did like 10 verses each.
How do we even start this?
I don't know.
So much to discuss.
Well, I just kind of broke it down here into pros and cons.
Okay, that's a good way to go about it.
You want me to go one pro, one con?
Sure, and I have some.
All right, we can do. I'll do a pro, you do a pro. I'll do a con, you do a con.
Okay, I don't necessarily
You don't have them
it
broken
that
up
way,
like
but
that?
I'll go for as long as I can
Okay.
with thoughts and.
All right, my first pro was the I'm Still Here win, defeating Amelia Perez in
Yeah.
international feature.
Yeah,
That was a big win.
that is. I love the video in Brazil. where
Yes.
That was.
I just saw that,
that's-
and they were all celebrating. And I love the part when Amelia Perez shows up, and they all start booing.
That is amazing.
And then
I-
Flo comes up, and they're like, "Oh,
Oh.
okay." They're like, "If we lose to this one, that's all
yeah,
right."
yeah, that's fair. That is totally. I was rooting for Flo. I gotta be
No,
honest.
I was pulling for I'm Still Here. It
I
was
still have
great.
to see.
Oh,
I'll segue that
incredible.
into my pro. Flo, best
Flo.
animated feature. Guillermo del Toro gave a speech 3 years ago now at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Animation is cinema, and it really feels like that shifted some. We had Pinocchio win year after that, Boy and the Heron. This year, Flo, the first ever independent animated film to win best animated feature, and this movie was made over the course of 5 years with such little money in Blender.
yeah,
Just a passion of love.
like a free software.
It's genuinely it warms my heart, and I love this movie so much. I really, really do. And I'm just so happy for everyone. I love the director. When the Oscars nominations happened, he was on the couch with his dog, and he got nominated, and he hugged his dog. He seems like such a nice guy. He's going to In-N-Out Burger,
Yeah.
honoring Paul Giamatti, emailing with him about it. It warmed my
Yeah.
heart so much.
It was a good win. I liked Wild Robot a little bit more.
Oh wow.
Flo, I liked it, but I didn't love it.
That's how I feel about Wild Robot. I was
Really?
expecting Wild Robot to win, but I was hoping.
I was too. I was crying like a baby during Wild Robot.
I guess I got caught up in the hype. I really liked Wild Robot. I really,
Yeah.
really did. But I think I went in just
Expecting too much.
Whereas Flo, I went in expecting less. And
Yeah.
Wild
Well,
Robot's great.
Yeah. So we did a little jingle earlier that we had to cut down, and that jingle reminded me of my
Oh,
favorite moment of the night
no.
last night was when the songwriter
Mm.
for Amelia Perez won Best Original Song for El Mal. And Camille went up there and she tried to start a sing along.
Oh my god!
As they start playing the music to get her off, and
It
she
was-
went for
oh.
so long.
I was screaming at the TV. I physically had to turn away. I was like, someone stop her. It hurt to watch at such a visceral level. Amelia, what are we doing? Oh my god,
It was so good.
it hurt.
And then the guy that was up there, I don't remember his name, but he was up there as well, and he started a little bit, and then could tell nobody was singing along, because shockingly the songs to Amelia Perez not that memorable.
Oh my god, it genuinely hurt so
and then he
much.
gave up after a line, and she kept powering
She just
through for
wouldn't
5
stop.
more.
She would not stop. Every time I thought it was over, she just kept going. It went on for like 30 seconds, and it was excruciating.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, I wrote down Amelia singing "Die." Made me want to die. I'm not
okay.
threatening her. Hold
Oh
on,
my God.
because I wrote very little. Oh, can I get into a con really quick?
Yes.
I want to say this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck Hulu. Did you? Oh my god!
No,
I, had to
I
get
watched it on
Fubo.
ABC.
I had to get Fubo TV for $85 to watch it real quick. Well, I got a free trial and I can't.
I was going to say.
But oh my god, watching the red carpet on Hulu. Surely it'll just go right to the Oscars. No, we're on ABC News now at 7:00 when it's starting after the whole ceremony. So then I'm like, oh well, we gotta get the other thing going. Not there, just
Oh,
not there.
man.
You can only get it if you watch through. I get Hulu through Disney Plus. I got the bundle. That doesn't work for the Oscars for the first time ever. It's the
Ooh.
only time they've ever not put something on it.
Right.
Apparently a mistake. And then I went to Fubo, luckily. No One's Got Me. I know Fubo's got me.
Yeah.
And apparently, right before they did Best Actress, it cut off on Hulu.
Yeah, because they had
So
it
thank you
set,
for
I
watching.
think, till when
Yeah.
it was
What are we
scheduled to
doing?
end.
What are we doing?
They never end when they're scheduled to end.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard about that after the fact because I just watched it on normal TV, like an adult.
Oh, brother has cable.
Yeah, it's the first time I had cable. I got it like a couple months ago, and first time I had it in my room, I was pretty excited.
Oh.
But no, that was crazy.
I was losing. I missed the whole Defying Gravity bit. You know I'm a sucker.
That
for
was
Wicked.
a good bit.
I know. I rewatched it.
Yeah. But speaking of the red carpet, actually, I had as one of my cons. I get not really like a huge con, more of a like confusion, more of a conclave. Was there's some weirdness going on at the red carpet.
Yeah.
Going on. They had the host Julianne Hough. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Hough.
I think that's probably
I don't know, but she was on there.
Hugh?
Hugh, maybe she was interviewing Timothy Chalamet.
Dressed like a beautiful stick of butter.
Yes.
Scrumptious.
Yeah, he was rocking the Peely from Fortnite
He
fit.
was rocking the Peely from Fortnite fit.
And she asked him to recreate his SNL sketch.
Yeah, the
where he,
skirt.
skirt.
Yeah.
In his Bob Dylan voice. It's like, what are we doing, man?
Great response from him, though.
Yeah, he's like, I got to get paid for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then the other host, Jesse Armstrong, apparently he earnestly quoted Roy Cohn to Jeremy Strong.
That's
yeah, and he was
awesome.
so uncomfortable. He didn't know how to respond to it.
That's awesome. Hey, I've had my mic cover on this whole time. Let me take that off.
I noticed that before. I thought it was a stylistic choice, I'll be honest. So I didn't say anything. Like, oh, all right. Just keeping it on. But yeah, apparently he quoted Roy Cohn earnestly
insane.
to him.
That is actually
I think it was the deny or something like that. And it was
I think Jeremy Strong is a big fan. That's why he took the role.
yeah.
Well.
I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's why.
I watched a lot of the red carpet before this year. It was just not.
Yeah, I only watched bits and pieces.
It was. I was like, man, I wasted my whole day watching. There was nothing really exciting on. The interviews are always the most bland, boring thing.
Got to get my boy Straw Hat Goofy back out there and Cinema Joe.
Yeah, where was Cinema Joe?
Cinema Joe?
Need him on there.
We need him back.
But they're too busy sending out Roy Cohn's #1 fan.
Was that a con or a pro?
That was a con for me.
I don't know if I have that many. Oh, big con for me, and I didn't even know this would be a con. Adrian Brody. Don't like him.
No.
I don't like him. And I didn't think I didn't like him. And then his name got called, and I just felt I didn't like it at all. And then he kept, okay, all right. Oh, I've been here before. Stop playing the music. Let me finish. And then you're going to do it? All you have to do is tell him to stop playing the music? Unless you're a visual effects artist, and then you get booted off right away.
Yeah, unless you're the visual effects artist of Dune, you don't get to say a word.
Yeah, exactly.
I have.
You know what? I thought it was cool for a second. I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool to be like, oh. And then he said nothing. He kept talking and said absolutely nothing.
He was like, hang on, I've got more to say.
And then he had nothing. Yeah. 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes. It was the record for the longest speech, breaking Greer Garson's record of 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
So fuck. I really wanted Coleman to make. And then I wanted Timothy if it was. Adrian Brody, respectfully, was the last person I wanted to win.
Yeah.
And I like The Brutalist just fine. I think he's good in it. I just don't know what it is. He's just the worst story there.
Yeah. It is he's already won.
Yeah. It is cool that he's been.
He won for the same role.
Yeah. It is cool that he's been nominated for 2 and won 2. That's kind of sick. I think that's cool.
Yeah, he's got an interesting career.
He does.
He's won 2 Oscars 20 years apart.
Yeah, and then there's shit in the middle.
And then it's Wes Anderson movies and schlock.
Straight to DVD
Yeah. And it's all right, I guess he's doing that.
Yeah. Oh, that's speech.
It was bad. But I've got another pro here. Speaking of the best actor races, you wanted Coleman Domingo to win. This is a pro. This wasn't part of the telecast.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
But it was during the commercial break. Coleman Domingo was up on stage drinking out of his flask, encouraging the rest of the crowd to dance along with him.
I genuinely love that man so much.
This guy got robbed.
He did. He really
provided the energy the whole night.
He did. First one to stand up during the Wicked. The second that performance ended, he's on his feet. Everyone else follows.
Yeah.
He's a leader, not a follower. And same with
Adrian Brody's a follower.
I forget her name. But she was there doing a song. He was the first one up. She was introduced by Whoopi Goldberg.
Queen Latifah. Yeah, they're doing the
He was the
Quincy
first one.
Jones tribute. Okay.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the first one to stand up. Oh, no, wait. I love Coleman.
Yeah.
Just to segue after the quick. There more for this?
No. That was it. I just thought that was cool.
Was up with the memorial song?
Oh, it
That
was scary.
insane. It was like, that was genuinely baffling.
It was like terrifying.
It was like, what are we doing?
Did you see the tweet that was like, what's up with the song? It sounds like they're going to resurrect these people.
That's awesome. And some crazy omissions in the memorial.
Yeah.
Michelle Trottenberg, I hope I pronounced that right. And Tony Todd.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, the in memoriam was pretty bad.
Oh, it was. I cried like a baby, but it was weird.
I also thought that it was kind of weird that they didn't have like a whole like kind of thing dedicated to David Lynch.
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like he was like such a huge thing,
and he only won 2 Oscars. Like, give him his flowers now. I mean, winning 2 Oscars is pretty good in the grand scheme of things. But
I didn't even know that he won. I thought he didn't win any Oscars.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong, but I read that somewhere.
Oh,
but just in the grand scheme of things,
because I think I saw somebody say that Sean Baker now has more Oscars than David Lynch after his first win. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We could David Lynch Oscar check.
David Lynch.
But he only got like a 5-second thing in the in memoriam thing. Like, that was it. But they did a 25-minute memorial to James Bond for being sold to Amazon.
Oh yeah, he had 4 nominees, 4 nominations.
He never won though.
Oh, I don't think.
Dang.
Houghton.
Don't worry, I'm here to combat it. I'm the community notes.
That James Bond thing was weird. Margaret Qualley was on the screen though, so I really can't complain too much, unfortunately.
It was just bizarre.
So like,
I thought they were announcing the new Bond.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, this is super weird. What are we doing? Yeah. And then I was like, okay, so this is building up. I was like, Margaret Qualley's the new like Bond girl, I guess, is what we're doing.
And then like Aaron Taylor Johnson's gonna come out or something. Aaron Taylor Johnson
out. No, just weird.
Yeah, just a really tribute to a franchise that's last movie came out like 4 years ago.
It's still going. It's old.
Yeah, it just got sold to Amazon.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Is it like an FU to Amazon? Is that the point? Like, what is it?
Maybe because the producers, Barbara Broccoli and what's his name, something Wilson.
Yeah.
They were given awards from they're given awards by the like at the Governor's Awards or whatever. So maybe that was why, like to honor them.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's just baffling.
They need that much time at the Oscars.
They don't need any time.
No James Bond movie came out this year.
They gave them a shout out.
And it really halted the whole, like, I really think they did a great job with the show this year. I haven't said that. Like, overall, I think it was great. I think the order of awards was a little weird at points.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought it was really great. But then we're just going to stop and do this James Bond funeral in the middle of it for some reason.
Yeah, it was really bizarre. And then, like, to not even get Adele to sing Adele's song was kind of weird.
Yeah. The whole thing was really awkward.
Yeah.
But again, Margaret Qualley was there, so hey.
I mean, Lisa was there. So I was
I was like, White Lotus.
I was like, oh, it's Lisa. Heck yeah. And then Doja Cat came out, and I was like, this is going on for way too long.
Yeah, you know her and Joseph Quinn are dating?
Yeah, apparently.
Hey.
Isn't that who she DM'd Noah Schnapp for?
Which is really funny.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Yeah, the whole James Bond thing was
super weird.
Yeah, but so now I guess your turn to share something.
Dune 2, not going home empty. Oscar-winning film.
Yeah.
Dune 2 won 2 Oscars.
Yeah.
Deserved.
It should, if it came out later in the year, it wins way more.
For a split second, I let myself hope for a Best Picture win. When it won the 2, I was like, maybe there's a narrow path.
It never had a shot. It never had a shot.
I never stopped believing.
If it was gonna have a shot, it would have been nominated for director and
the fact
screenplay.
It wasn't nominated for director is genuinely the craziest thing in the world.
But we got to get Jacques Audiard in there.
What are we? I like. That is genuinely insane. That it wasn't like
it was.
That movie is.
Because they want to do the Lord of the Rings thing and give it to Dune Messiah, but then they're all going to hate Dune Messiah.
It's so baffling.
It's ridiculous, man.
I still think Timothy should have won Best Actor.
No, I agree. I think his better performance was in Dune Part
I
2
like
than like A Complete Unknown. Yes, it's impressive he learned to play guitar and sing
it's
over the
just the
course of
Oscar
5 years.
bait, not
And he
Oscar
put
bait,
on
but like
some weight, but it's
yeah, yeah.
like okay, but like he's just being a real life guy.
There's
Whereas
no
like he's building this like character that like
yeah,
yeah, it was put to screen before in the 84 Dune,
yeah.
but like
Hard to compare.
yeah, and like it's like this is like basically a character that like a lot of people thought is like from a
Mm.
novel that's unadaptable, like this character you're not able to do it, and he like does it so good.
There's not a single moment from any of the best actor nominees better than the Paul Muad'Dib Atreides Duke of Arrakis.
Yeah,
and then the
imagine
entire
getting to
third
play
act.
that clip.
Exactly. What are we doing?
Oh my god.
What are we doing? He's maybe
Maybe they'll give it to him for Messiah as like a collection.
they better.
They
better.
should. They should.
I think
That'll
he'll
be his Oscar win.
God, no, I think his Oscar win is
Marty
Supreme.
Supreme. No, I
Could
think
he
that
be nominated 3 years in a row?
he could absolutely.
He might be.
I think that they're gonna DiCaprio him though. I don't think he's gonna be nominated but for so long it's gonna be well he's so young and he's already been nominated. Like he'll be back. He'll win one eventually.
But Mikey Madison is. I mean, I think she's
But
great.
the thing is with Mikey Madison, I feel like it's like that's like such a monumental like that is like her performance.
Yeah,
like it's like a star defining one.
yeah, and she's not as big of a name.
Right, and like Timothée Chalamet, like he could have had that with Call Me by Your Name. It didn't happen for him, so now I think like he's kind of stuck in that spot where he's like, I feel like pretty universally liked, like Leonardo DiCaprio is, and like people are like he is one of the best actors of his generation, but he's not gonna get that award until like way later on. Yeah, they're gonna keep giving it out to like Adrian Brody.
Ugh.
Which did you know? Actually, Adrian Brody that when he threw his gum to his girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, his girlfriend is Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife.
That
guy's got some crazy connections to some serious predators, man.
That's insane.
He's like a big Roman Polanski defender and a Woody Allen defender. Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Sounds like it. My God.
On that happy note.
On that uplifting bit. Conan was great.
Oh, I loved Conan.
He was really
He was
great.
so good. I mean, Conan's my guy. I think he's incredible to begin with.
Yeah.
But, like, his monologue was so good.
I
was a fan from
that
him.
Carla Sofia Gascon joke
It was so good.
funny.
It was
oh
so
my
good.
God.
Man. I can't believe he said it when she was there.
I couldn't either.
And
I was
then,
like, surely she didn't show up. And then the camera panned.
And then we're halfway through the show, so that means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. And then he goes, "Don't worry, I'm lawyered up."
Drake can't even catch a break at the Oscars.
I saw someone say that like Drake is only like 2 or 3 away from EGOTing by getting dissed at these award shows.
Oh, speaking of EGOT, we touched upon it quickly, but that Wicked performance.
It was really great. It was so good.
I truly, truly think Ariana.
Yeah, I think she should have got over Zoe Saldana.
Or not
Did you see?
win.
Yeah,
You got that.
I knew what you meant. Did you see Zoe Saldana was kind of beefing with a Mexican reporter after?
So awkward.
Very awkward.
Hey man, if I'm in that movie that's already this controversial, I'm not gonna say like, what was it?
I'm not gonna be like, sorry that you were offended, but we didn't make a movie about Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
We made it about 4 women.
And how many? Amelia Perez won 2 Oscars.
2 Oscars.
Someone made a great point. We're just saying what other people said at this point, but that like no one's gonna say anything about like protecting trans people during their speeches at the Oscars for a movie that's supposed to be this like bastion of trans representation.
Yeah, and it's like you have like this huge platform that you can like say something.
Exactly.
Which I mean, kind of on topic here. I think the best speech of the night was for best documentary, No Other Land.
Absolutely.
When they went up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was rooting for that. I still haven't even seen it.
I was rooting for it. Well, I heard apparently originally Gal Gadot was originally supposed to.
I don't think that's true.
I heard that she was originally supposed to do documentary, and then she like.
I think
thought that No Other Land was gonna win, so she switched.
Yeah.
Which it is a funny bit.
I saw a tweet that was like, it would be so funny if Gal Gadot was announcing best documentary, and then everyone was like, she's supposed to. Like, I think that tweet just caught on, and everyone was like, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it would have been so funny.
It would have been awesome.
You can see the camera, a lot of people sitting down, not clapping.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Even after that speech, which is like.
Yeah.
Like.
It's just yeah.
I really want to see that. Really
It was interesting though that like there was like people not really clapping, but like the biggest applause was when the guy was like, "I'm Israeli," and like he said something about the Israeli hostages, and that got like almost like the loudest applause of like the entire speech, which I was like, that's kind of interesting that like the whole documentary is about like this, colonizer violence.
Yeah.
And it's like
that is interesting. I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, so a guy.
Beautiful speech.
I wish that they showed Guy Pearce. He's always been super upfront about his like support for Palestine.
Definitely was wearing
a
Free Palestine pin.
Yeah, he's been wearing that like the entire award season, and he's posted about like Palestine years ago.
One of the most outspoken.
Yeah, and they didn't show a lot of the crowd though.
Yeah, throughout really.
It was only like a handful of times that they cut to the crowd.
Yeah,
which I feel like usually they do way more of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess they're like nobody cares about who's in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, just John Lithgow looking disappointed at times, or the one time. But yeah, that was a beautiful. I really like the I think it was best score speech from the Brutalist.
Yeah,
I forget the guy's name.
Daniel Blumberg.
Oh wow, that was a good point. That speech, like he was clearly nervous, but it meant so much to him. Brought me to tears. It brought me to tears. Fine, I'll say it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Daniel Blumberg, I have written down as another confused part instead of a straight-up con. I don't know if you caught this, but every time the Brutalist won an award, they started making out.
Yeah.
I was so confused because I didn't notice it. I guess the first time or whatever for cinematography. By the way, hilarious. The cinematographer's first name is Lol.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
That is an awesome
That's
name.
an awesome first name. But when Daniel Blumberg won for best score, him and Brady Corbet just shared a passionate kiss.
And Brady Corbet like looked at the camera in a way that I wasn't sure if it was like a bit or not.
Yeah.
Like I mean, hey, that's that's how you express your celebration. Good for you.
Go
but the
for
way
it.
he looked at the camera, I was like, is this supposed to be like a memed moment or something?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on here? I'm confused.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a great win though for the Brutalist score. I had that as something
I wanted
as well.
that to win, and I thought it was.
It was so. I mean, it should have been Dune 2 or Challengers, but Dune 2 was not eligible. Yeah. Which I want to get into this real quick. How on earth is it possible that Wicked is an original score, but Dune Part 2 isn't?
I was gonna say I get the Dune Part 2 thing. Hot take, I guess. I get it, but be consistent with it.
Right.
I don't know if there's something I missed.
Because Wicked's not a sequel, they like re-recorded, but it's not like new songs.
Exactly. Like I get the idea behind it, but Wicked is falling into that category.
Yeah. Like, but because they use like a couple themes from the first one that Dune 2 now is ineligible, that makes zero sense to me. But like, I mean, even then, if you're like, all right, Dune 2 is ineligible, Challengers not even being nominated is disgusting.
And it won the Golden Globe.
It should have won. It should have won the Oscar.
100%. Challengers shutout is.
Yeah.
I don't think any acting noms were deserved there. I don't know if that's
no. I agree with you.
All of the behind the scenes stuff is like
cinematography, editing.
That shot of the tennis ball POV, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Even screen
Well, I had this written down as well that like for the past like 3 years now, it feels like the movie that wins Best Picture kind of sweeps like too much. Yeah. And it gets nominated for like almost everything like across the board. Like I mean, Anora won Best Picture, won Best Actress, Best Editing, Best Director, Best Screenplay. It swept all of those.
And only one it didn't get was supporting, right?
The only one it didn't get was one that was locked up like months ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like a shock.
An arguably category. I'm not saying that. I'm saying arguably.
That.
I know you're saying that.
I'm saying that. I'm saying both supporting acting wins this year were category fraud.
Zoe Saldana was.
Yeah, that is egregious category fraud. But not opening that can of worms. But yeah, I just feel like the last like last year with Oppenheimer, it kind of swept everything. And this year it was like the lowest number of movies like nominated.
Yeah.
In like decades. Like there was only 35 feature-length films nominated this year, which is not that many.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like they're not really spreading out the nominations and wins as much as they used to, which kind of like it's kind of cool because I guess it's like, oh, this is the best one, but it feels like they're just like, this is best picture, so it should be up for
Yeah,
all
of
these other
these.
ones.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, in the Academy voters, there's been some crazy reports.
Oh,
It's just we don't have to get into that either. No need to open that can of worms, but it's just really cast doubt over the whole. And I think it was a really great show last night.
it was a really good show.
All, everything about it, minor stuff.
Yeah,
I thought was really great. But then I remember those reports of all the Academy voters, and it's like, what does this really mean? Like,
yeah.
does this mean that much at this point?
Well, apparently a lot of people, like more people, I think than usual, like just abstained from voting if they hadn't seen stuff.
Okay, I can
which
respect
is
that.
like better
Than voting for your
them
boy.
Yeah, voting for something that they've never seen.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So
I can respect that.
At least that's good, because I think the ones that were least or the most abstained from was I mean, obviously all the shorts and then documentary and international.
That makes sense.
So
this isn't really related that much. A Different Man, I really wish it was. It was nominated for best makeup, I think.
Yeah, I think that was it.
It
I'll say this: I think Sebastian Stan should have been nominated for that instead of The Apprentice. I mean, he was really good in both.
Yeah,
but I preferred A Different
fair.
Man
yeah,
more.
I don't disagree. I don't agree. I think either way. I'm just I think he had two really great performances.
It's just incredible that he was that good in two movies.
I wish Adam Pearson got a support. Really do. I think so much of that movie, literally, just his charisma. Like you take him out of that movie, it just doesn't work at all. You have to fully believe that what's his name, Oswald, is like this just bubble of charisma, just pure joy, and he just does it so well. And No Nom is crazy.
Yeah,
it really.
I agree, but the supporting actor race this year, it was pretty. I feel like everyone.
It was.
It was like Jeremy Strong is incredible.
I would get Norton
Edward Norton out of there.
I haven't seen A Complete Unknown, but I would get him out.
Oh, you gotta see it.
I was gonna watch it yesterday. It's the only one I'm missing, pretty much.
It's
from the whole thing.
It's good, man.
I know. I'm gonna watch it for.
I didn't think that I would like it that much, but I was like, I gotta watch it to support Tim. But
little sidetrack here. Finally watched Nickel Boys yesterday.
Incredible. Disgusting.
Absolutely
it's not nominated for cinematography.
It not getting nominated. That is one of the most beautiful looking movies I've seen in my entire life. It should have been nominated for way more.
Yeah.
Just across the board, but cinematography is egregious.
That's another one that could have been up for best director.
Beautiful. My God, I was.
It really was. I feel like Nickel Boys and Sing Sing were two movies that were just done so dirty this entire award season.
I'm gonna rewatch Sing Sing this week because I haven't seen it since May or June.
Yeah, you got to see it in theaters.
I saw it
You're one of
really
the 10
early.
people.
Yeah, one of the 10 people. I was like, there was 3 other people in the theater.
Yeah.
And I need to rewatch it because I think in a just world, I think Coleman Domingo would have been clear front. I love him as an actor. Like, I love him as a dude. Like, he just seems like I'm a big fan of him, generally speaking. But I think his performance in that is just.
It's like out of this world.
And that whole film is.
I just watched that like a couple days before the Oscars, and I was like, how is this not like the front runner for like best picture?
It really, the whole, like. I hate that it's so much like campaigning and release order.
Because A24 put like their entire like campaign budget behind The Brutalist.
And that's the thing, you can't even blame them because it did so well. Like, I get why they do it. It's just a problem with the Oscars more than anything else. The fact that if you release a movie in March, like Dune Part 2, it's just not gonna. Like, why is that how it works?
Like, this is just like interesting like kind of thought experiment here, I guess. If Dune 2 didn't get pushed back from its original November release of last year, not last year, 2023, would it have like that would be so interesting to see it go up against Oppenheimer?
It would have given Oppenheimer more of a challenge at the very least.
Right.
I
think it would have because like that's an incredible movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Oppenheimer is incredible as well, but then that would be like really interesting to see go head to head. And I think it would have more or less of a chance.
That's what I'm thinking because I feel like this week was less like this week's Oscars. I think this year's Oscars was like less competition for Dune if it released in November.
Yeah,
but whatever. But like last year was.
Yeah,
it was like
last year was
Oppenheimer, Anatomy of a Fall, Zone of Interest. Like those are all Barbie. Yeah, those are all like.
From Barbie in there.
I love Barbie. Okay. I still think Ryan Gosling should have gotten that out.
Yeah, I think Ryan Gosling would have been cool over.
I think Robert Downey. Maybe if Robert Downey Jr. lost, he wouldn't be Doctor Doom. Maybe
That's
he would have
true.
had to.
Now that's
Maybe
an
he would have been
interesting
Poseidon. Did you see that?
Yes,
I can't get into
he
that.
was offered the role of Poseidon.
It's not too late. Robert Downey Jr., hear my plea. It's not too late.
Dude, he's not turning
I
it
know
down.
he
He's making
listens.
$90 million for
Oh,
two
he's gonna make the
movies.
most money anyone's ever.
Yeah. But speaking of like him getting $90 million to be in 2 MCU
Plus,
movies,
I'm sure a cut.
and there was like
all box.
people like Ramel Ross was on the red carpet saying that he's looking for an angel like
Yeah,
donator
that's-
to
like,
to
what,
give
10
him
million?
$10 million to fund 2 projects.
And Nickel Boys was just like, do it. And
but
Brady
we're-
Corbet is like, yeah, I made no money. Like I
yeah,
spent.
but we're
everything.
handing out $90 million to
Yeah.
get Doctor Doom.
Oh my god! And I get it. Like, but like, why? Like,
I get it,
even
but it's just so
yeah,
it's frustrating.
it's so frustrating. And just
Well, next year, best casting is going to be part of
That
the
is-
Oscars lineup.
I am looking forward to that.
That's going to be fun.
What takes it? What's coming out?
What would take it this year, you think?
Oh man,
Would it have been Anora?
I feel
Probably.
like it probably would.
Maybe
would
the
like to
or
see-
Brutalist or
I was gonna say
Or-
Dune too. I know that's kind of.
I'm
Dune
just
brain.
going off of what was nominated a lot, so I feel like
Yeah.
it could be like a complete unknown because
Could've
that
been
had a
Amelia.
lot of nominations.
Ooh, a complete unknown is a good call.
So then
actually.
then they can get an award as well.
Yeah, I could see an Amelia Perez.
I
win.
think Amelia Perez.
Wicked would win.
Oh, you
That's the
think?
one. I think Wicked takes
Maybe,
that one
yeah.
actually.
I think Amelia Perez would have won a lot more awards if the whole Carlos
Oh,
Sofia
100%.
Gaston thing didn't happen.
The cutoff was like right there.
That
too.
was-
They just made it.
That was incredible.
Oh, another positive. Going back a little bit, the costume designer from Wicked. I forget his
Yes.
beautiful. That was a great moment, and I like the way they're doing the costume designer. They have 5 people from. the
Yeah, I
movie.
had that written down
like
as well.
that-
I like that
that a
they
lot.
did that for all of like the kind of below the line
technical-
stuff.
Yeah, I think that was cool. And I like how they added the actors instead of doing the 5 actors. They had one person say nice things, except Emma Stone, who just went right. They were like, "All these women are incredible.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it."
Well,
Because who's gonna say something nice about Carlos Sofia Gaston?
I wish that they did the what's it called? The costume designer's name was Paul Tazwell.
Oh,
Well,
really
but
great speech.
the I love the clips that they did in it. I think
Yes.
every Oscar should have the clips. I don't want the previous winners going up and talking about people they don't know.
Yeah.
Like when Robert Downey Jr. is talking about Yuri Borisov and it's
Yeah,
clear
yeah.
he's never met that
Yeah.
guy. It's like, all right, what are we doing here?
yeah,
Because he's talking about that and then he's talking about Jeremy Strong for
like my brother.
yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, like I get it, like he knows one more than the other. Like
Yeah,
that makes
fair
sense.
enough.
But I don't want that. Just show clips from the
yeah,
movie.
I agree. Clips are always.
It's way better than them rambling on.
Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. No, I agree.
But yeah, overall it was a good show.
Yeah,
Fun
it was
show.
Really,
A little bit under 4 hours. Thoughts
Yeah.
on the time? Too long? Too short?
I think
That's
it's
right.
fine. I think it's a good amount of
I
time.
agree. It dragged a little bit in the middle because
Yeah,
Made
if
an
you get rid of that
appearance,
James
but-
Bond, it is like perfect pacing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I feel fully about the order of awards.
Yeah, the order
I
was
get
interesting.
Sand, like I think screenplay was super early.
It
As well as
was.
supporting actor and actor. I mean, supporting actor was like the first one.
It was, yeah.
So I think I get it. You're doing that, and then you have, and everyone knew it was.
yeah,
so
well I
I
think
wonder if that was.
they also do some of the bigger ones in the beginning because people are going to watch and then
Yeah.
you just got to
Yeah.
slog through the
Yeah.
middle to get to the end.
And I
but-
like that it gives people people watch the middle stuff, bigger things in between. Like I like that everyone gets.
Right, yeah.
Overall, good.
Good show. Conan O'Brien. Come back
Right.
next year. He was great.
Yeah, I would love to.
I
see
love
him
the
every
Dune
year.
sandworm bit.
Yeah, that was good. I was expecting Deadpool to take his mask off. It'd be Ryan Reynolds back in there. Like here we
Yeah,
go.
I was like, do we think that's actually Ryan Reynolds? But
And then he did a flip, and I was.
yeah, it's probably the guy that actually did the
Yeah.
dancing in the
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
I like that he made the caveat too of he wasn't nominated tonight, but it's Dancing Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did
And
anyone
then-
think he had a shot
Yeah.
at getting nominated? I mean,
He was submitted.
yeah,
Jackman and him were both. I mean, they
Shit.
submit everybody.
yeah,
People were freaking out about that one, but
yeah. They always do that for.
yeah, it's Robert Downey Jr. was submitted.
Really,
You know
he
what?
got robbed.
I wouldn't have minded a nom. what was? Oh, 2019 was pretty.
Yeah, 2019 was.
Hugh Jackman robbed for.
Was he nominated for
superhero-
that or
No,
no?
not even a nom.
So it's the only like comic book movie nomination Angela Bassett?
Might be like acting not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think RDJ and Hugh Jackman.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well, probably Dark.
Oh yeah. Well, like, yeah. There's
Like,
been 2 Joker wins.
Shellac, more of the Shellac
Yeah,
side
more
of
of like
things.
the
Not the Nolan.
MCU
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of. Yeah, it was weird though that they did acting clips for like lead actor and actress, but not for supporting.
I think it was because they didn't want to say something.
Absolutely, but like if you're gonna do it for all 4.
Yeah.
It just
Really
felt
funny though.
yeah,
Really
it just felt
funny way to
really
do
weird.
that.
Oh, I also really liked having Nick Offerman as the announcer.
Oh, that was great. I liked when he said Amy Poehler. Like
Yeah.
he couldn't pronounce her name. That was a
he
great
was
bit.
he was good the whole night.
He
and,
was. I was shocked it was live for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah,
Like they cut to him and he's doing it live in the booth.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, surely this is pre-recorded. But how would that work?
yeah, and then oh yeah, I don't know how much this will affect you, but the Roy Boy reunion on the red carpet with Jeremy Strong and Kieran Culkin
Oh, Succession.
running up and hugging. Yeah, that was
nice.
that was awesome. And yeah, it just felt like they actually like
Jeremy Strong's interview where he was like tearing up on the carpet,
Yeah.
talking about how he was a kid waiting. I wanted
Right.
him. Unfortunately, I posted on my Instagram story. Here's how I would do it. And it was Coleman Domingo, Demi Moore, Jeremy Strong, and Ariana Grande.
yeah, you went 0 for 4.
Demi
You
Moore,
cursed them.
arguably the front runner going into it,
Yeah,
didn't get any of them.
I noticed before. Like, oh, Emmett's 0 for 3. Maybe this means Mikey's gonna win, and then Mikey won, so I had to text you right away.
Oh, that text pissed me off.
I know.
I was fuming.
I texted you, Mikey cooked that fraud Demi Moore.
Yeah, I was pissed. I showed the phone to my girlfriend. I said, "Look at what Brandon just said to me." Podcast canceled. I will say back to what people are saying because nothing more than
People are saying
people are
.com.
saying. But so many people are like, "This proves the point of The Substance." I'm a big fan of The Substance. I love I was rooting for it in every category that
Yeah.
was nominated. Come on, what are we doing? And maybe you would have a point in a world where like Michelle Yeoh and like people old have won in the last like 2
Right.
years.
And like the Oscars consistently reward, like Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah,
got an
exactly.
Oscar. They consistently have done like these
Exactly,
legacy
like-
awards.
And that's just Mikey Madison delivers an incredible performance. You are just they're not like, oh yeah, Demi Moore's old. We got to give this to the young one. What are we talking about? That was really grinding my gears. And I'm The Substance truther until the day I die. I might throw it in tonight and watch it for the 5th time.
Wow.
Love that movie.
Might have
It's a
to.
5-star for me now. Did I tell you that?
Really? No.
Yeah. First
Interesting.
watch 4, second watch 4.5, third 5.
Wow. Might go up to 5.5 after tonight.
It could bump up quite a bit.
But I also think that it's just really cool that a movie like Anora can win Best Picture
Yeah.
and like win 5 Oscars.
I agree.
Because they said it only cost $6 million to make.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, it's a truly independent movie. I like Sean Baker's speech as well about
Yeah, I like how
the importance of going to
I
movie
like how he-
theaters.
yeah,
and-
that was one of the best. I like how he just kept giving speeches.
Yeah.
Most or tied with Walt Disney for the most wins.
Yeah,
in a
but
single
this is
night.
the only time that somebody's won for
One
one.
film.
Yeah.
And I really I just thought it was funny that in his third speech he thanked his mom. Like he
Yeah.
was really banking on getting back up there. The first 2 he didn't thank his mother.
Yeah.
Then he was
I
like,
mean,
"By the
after
way."
you win 2, you got to know.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'm at least getting Best
Yeah,
Picture.
yeah. It was
But-
that was great. And I also like that a movie like The Substance can
Yeah.
win a category. Win a couple.
No, that I like that it's like a lot more like kind of smaller movies that
Yeah,
wouldn't
definitely.
normally get nominated.
And
I know a lot of people complain because they're like, oh, when you used to watch the Oscars, it used to be movies that you'd seen.
yeah,
Now it's all
yeah.
movies you haven't seen.
Hey, that's a skill issue, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I've
like
seen
most
all
of these movies are playing. I mean, Sing Sing, I get.
Yeah,
but that never
and,
came to
like
theaters.
No Other Land is hard to watch.
Right.
And like the Brutalist was limited for a while. I don't know if it ever got fully expanded.
It
Like
got a weird release, but
if
in
you're in, like,
January it got
Kansas,
a wide release.
But if you're in like Kansas, is it there?
That's true. That's
Like
true.
I just don't know how it. Like we're lucky to be.
That's true. But that's more of a. That's not even like a. Why are the Oscars doing that? That's more on the distributors.
Yeah, 100%.
Not putting movies in theaters and letting them stay in theaters.
Absolutely.
They're rushing to get it on VOD.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I think that's
I think, and
pretty
the
much
last
it.
couple of years, even like Everything Everywhere All at Once sweeping up. That's not like an Oscars.
right.
I like that we're getting so much.
Yeah.
it's not
Speaking
all,
of
like-
guys that had too many speeches to do in a night, Daniel's had like
I just
5 different
we've
speeches.
had this exact conversation. I just got the craziest deja vu. That is in episode 1 or 2.
No way.
That exact word for word, bar for bar, exactly what just happened. The
Wow,
second I
we're
said
already repeating
we're
ourselves?
repeating. This is a rerun.
Oh,
that was
no.
crazy. I'm gonna go back and check because I
Okay.
swear to God, that just like, oh, that was crazy.
Well, I'll switch it up next time I bring
guess,
it
yeah,
up.
I guess we have to. Should we move on to famous segment?
Yes.
TV? Oh, really quick before we do that. Actually,
Okay.
this isn't really a segment. I just wanted to talk very briefly about the film Grand Theft Hamlet.
Yes.
Documentary about like these guys in COVID. They're artists. They're not getting work, so they try to put on a production of Hamlet in GTA Online. I was really excited for this movie, and it finally was added to Mubi, so I was able to watch it. Dude, I love this. I think everyone should watch this. It is so. It takes me back to like being a kid watching like Machinima YouTube videos, but it's like a real movie, and it takes you. It's just like video games have played such a major role in my, especially during COVID, and to see it in. Like, I thought it was just beautiful. So shout out Grand Theft Hamlet.
I wanted to watch that for a while, but I'll have to get Mubi now.
They have like a free trial,
Really?
free week. Yeah,
That's
and
big.
then if you do an email, you get a free trial.
Shoot, I can watch.
I'm about to binge.
I can watch Grand Theft Hamlet and then The Substance. Oh, is that on there as well?
That's my next watch
Oh.
while I have the free trial.
I gotta watch the.
You gotta watch
new,
The Substance again so you like it this time.
Or, I want to watch Decision to Leave, the Park Chan Wook movie from a couple years ago.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
I'm
Is that
very
on Mubi?
excited. I mean, last time I checked it was, but I'm excited for the new Park Chan Wook movie. And speaking of Park Chan Wook, did you see what he said about Mickey 17?
Oh,
Because he saw it early, and
next week's episode.
next
by the way.
week's
That's
episode, Mickey
crazy to say.
17.
Everyone watch it before next
watch
week.
Mickey 17
You have until
before
next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And this should get you excited to watch it. Park Chan Wook, legendary filmmaker, he said that Robert Pattinson deserves to be nominated for Best Lead Actor and Best Supporting Actor
That is awesome.
for different Mickeys.
That is so exciting. I'm really looking forward to that movie, man.
I hope that they can do that.
I
that
hope
would
so.
be
I mean,
so
technically,
sick.
you can be nominated for 2.
But
Can you do it for the same movie?
But would it be you can do it? Yeah, but would it be like the same because he's playing technically different
That's what
variations of it?
Because like Sebastian Stan couldn't be nominated for 2 roles in Best Actor, but Sandra Huller could be for Best Actor and 2 different movies.
Right.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting
I'm so excited for that.
next year to find out.
Well,
I'm very excited for Mickey
In
17.
my 2025 predictions, I did have Robert Pattinson Best Actor frontrunner.
Really?
But I wasn't even thinking Mickey 17.
Oh, you were thinking for
The,
the one with Jennifer.
There's 2.
Right.
He's got like 3
One was
big
there's
movies.
one with Zendaya.
Yeah.
And one with like Jennifer Lawrence, right?
I think so. I'm just saying one of those. I didn't want to get too specific
Yeah.
in my predictions, but I think one of those he'll be.
He's got a couple chances.
He's
at
got a
it.
couple shots. Yeah, if you add up all the Mickeys, he's got
Yeah.
like 21 shots at it.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon's TV corner time.
Brandon's TV
Time for the
corner
jingle.
time. Oh, I don't remember the jingle.
New jingle
New jingle alert.
every week.
Brandon's TV corner.
Beautiful.
Yep. It was very similar to the Oscars jingle, unfortunately.
It was. Well, there's only so much you could
He got Oscars on the brain.
just. Yeah, exactly.
So there's not really much to update this week with the TV corner
Yeah,
because
we
I
did
didn't see
miss
White
the
Lotus. I mean,
missed
there
it.
was kind of the best episode of Severance
Oh,
yet.
absolutely incredible.
I mean, we've already been going for a while, so I don't want to
Yeah,
go
we
too
don't
long
have to go super deep.
on Severance episode 7.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about Daredevil a little bit.
Yes. So I mean, let's go right to Daredevil because you were at the premiere.
I was at the premiere. It was right after we finished recording last week. I hopped
Yeah.
on a train. It was the most surreal experience of my life. I got to talk to Vincent D'Onofrio a little bit. Shook his hand. He complimented my jacket, which was $20 on Amazon. So that felt
Okay.
like a scam. And didn't get to talk to Charlie. Well, he said hello.
Oh,
He's British, and I think he's blind in real life.
I don't think he is.
You could not convince me otherwise.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I got to see the first 2 episodes, which will be out tonight if this gets uploaded on time, which it should this time around. And I'm a big fan of the original show. So I've been nervous because, MCU, the show's been in development for a while, had a whole reproduction. That's not the word you use for that.
Reproduction. What are they doing on set? Had a bunch of reshoots.
Show had a full, basically a reboot halfway through because there was problems. Daredevil wasn't even in costume until the end of episode 6, which was a bit of an issue.
And there's how many
And
episodes?
They were 18 originally 18. Now they split it
Goodness.
into 2.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they were kind of trying to do more of a soft reboot kind of thing. Now they've fully in the Netflix world. There's no doubt about it. I've been fighting that battle for years. I can 100% say it's in the Netflix world. And yeah, I got to see the first 2 episodes, and I am very happy with it. Very, very happy. It does have some like MCU, visuals aren't great. Netflix show had really beautiful cinematography, real sets. You don't really get that in a lot of the scenes, but I'd say it's more than a lot of the recent MCU stuff. So it's a step up. CGI is a little weird at times, but nothing too bad. Charlie Cox is great. Vincent D'Onofrio is great. The action is great. It's not a Moon Knight situation. I know we talked about that at one point. There is blood and bones cracking and F-bombs and all of that stuff.
I was really hoping that they would just like kind of blink and the action will be over.
Daredevil takes over Matt Murdock.
Yeah. Well, because he's blind. They just wouldn't show it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, but the show is really, really good. I think it's going to be polarizing. I think they take some risks in the first 2 episodes that are pretty. They take some risks, and it's refreshing to see in the MCU that they're not scared to do things. They're doing something new. They have stuff to say. They're saying things about the world today in ways which I don't know how purposeful it was lining up, but
right.
You have stuff like Fisk, who's seen as an whatever. But it's good, and I'm very excited for the world to see it, and I'm excited to see episode 3. But I have to wait so long.
Another week.
It really sucks. But yeah, really cool. Coolest thing I've ever done in my life, probably. And I was waiting in line for a drink, and the actor that plays Bullseye was right next to me.
Wilson Bethel?
Wilson, how did you know that name? That was
it
crazy.
up here.
I know. I didn't even. For the record, I know his name too.
No, you just know him as that guy that was next to you at the bar.
Yeah, and I chatted with him for a second. I was like, "Hey, good job."
Wow.
And he was really nice. So yeah, it was really cool. So shout out Disney and Marvel who are watching this podcast.
Shout out
and
friend
my friend
of the
Dan
show.
Bo. Yeah, shout out
friend of the show, Wilson Bethel.
And Vincent D'Onofrio. But yeah, awesome show. Excited. On to Severance.
On to Severance.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts too next week as someone who hasn't seen.
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen
Are you
the
planning
original.
on watching?
No, I'll probably wait till after I see.
Are you
Born
planning on
Again.
watching the new Born Again?
Oh, I'm gonna watch
Okay,
Born
that's-
Again,
yeah.
but
So I'm excited to see how you
yeah,
feel.
because I'm curious to see if like me not seeing the original, how it'll hold up.
Yeah,
I think it'll be.
A friend of mine hadn't seen it and he was there. He liked it.
He knew what was going on though. Or
Yeah,
was it, like,
I don't think it. I think it probably doesn't hold as much weight,
Right.
but I think it's not like
Right.
complex.
I mean, I've seen the first 2 episodes, maybe 3 episodes of the original
Oh, then you're
Daredevil
good.
show. I'm set. I basically know everything that happens. Daredevil's a good guy. Kingpin's not good.
That's all you need. You watched Echo, right?
Oh, I watched all of Echo.
That actually,
Unlike you,
that
fraud.
kills me that you've seen more of Kingpin in Echo than Daredevil.
More
I am a
Kingpin and
fraud.
Hawkeye.
I've seen the post credit scene in the first 3 episodes. I couldn't do it.
I
Sorry.
didn't hate Echo.
I didn't hate it. I was just like I could.
If you asked me to name like any characters other than Echo, I wouldn't be able to though.
Honestly, I think it's because they dumped it all at once. I'm really bad with.
Yeah,
Like if
I
it was
much
weekly,
prefer a
I'd
weekly.
probably tune in. Just like
No, I agree. I like the week. That's how TV's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be all at
and
once.
I love that Disney Plus is doing Tuesdays 9 p.m. now. Awesome, except for your friendly neighbor, except for the animated stuff. That doesn't get the respect. But they're doing, hey, everyone watches at the same time. They finally, again, they learn TV. And
Yeah.
what a world.
Yeah, like half a decade, but
So what if we don't dump this at 3
they
a.m.?
figured out how to, making TV shows like TV shows is better than making TV shows like not TV shows. But yeah, excited for Daredevil Born Again, and yeah, we'll see how lost I am
Yeah,
after the first 2 episodes. Like, wait a minute, so
I guess you could
this
say
guy's
you're-
blind?
Yeah, I was gonna. You're going in blind.
Wow.
Oh.
Much like Charlie Cox in
Yeah,
real life.
in real life.
Yeah.
Said.
Many are saying
Severance.
this. Many people have said. Yeah.
So I would like to say I've been a big Mr. Milchick apologist. I've been waiting for his redemption arc. I don't know if we're getting that anymore. This episode might have made him irredeemable a little bit, I fear.
Yeah. Death doesn't seem to be a good guy.
Spoiler alert, everybody. For
Yeah, I
Severance.
mean,
kind of a skit.
yeah. I mean, you were almost a week after. This is coming out
Oh,
on
that's true. This will be
Tuesday.
like 2 days before the next episode.
Yeah, you got to catch up.
You gotta catch up. They did a lot.
They did a lot.
Finally know what's going on with Gemma, kinda.
Kind
to an
of,
extent.
yeah.
I've got my theories, which I'm pretty sure is this time at least. We've got there's so much. Where do we even start?
Let's just start at I thought it was cool seeing the beginning of Mark and Gemma
Yes,
together. They had actual chemistry.
they did. It was really,
And then,
really sad.
yeah,
All
and
those monsters.
in the montage where she's trying to get pregnant, as soon as I watched it, I turned to my girlfriend right when he was like, turn around and bend over. I turned to my girlfriend. I said, "You're gonna see a million thirst edits of Adam Scott
You were right.
the next day."
Just generally speaking, good-looking guy. Like I think he's a good-looking guy in most of Severance, but they have that ridiculous wig on him, and he's. Yeah. But the episode starts and he's like young, and all the colors are so bright. Like this is before.
Yeah. Well, we should say too before we go any further in it that this is the directorial debut of the usual cinematographer.
Director of photography.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. She usually is like the DP for the
both.
show, and I think she didn't DP all of this, but she DP'd a lot of the like inside stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this was her first time directing. Oh man, I'm blanking on her name.
I know.
Jennifer.
Apple TV's been pushing
Jessica.
her name everywhere, which is awesome.
Oh my God, hang on, I've got to look this up.
Yeah, go for it. You're good. I'll. Yeah, and there's a really cool practical shot going through the severed floor down to this like testing floor.
I had no idea
in this
that
new room,
was.
And it was completely practical, which is for a directorial debut. This episode is rated like the highest out of all the Severance episodes on IMDb, and it's a directorial debut. It's crazy.
By Jessica Lee. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this last name. Gagne, but it's got like a
Gagine.
Gagne.
Oh, shout out Jessica Lee.
Jessica Lee G.
Jessica Lee G.
Yeah, we're doing Severance rules. We're only saying the last name's first initial.
So Gemma, she's alive. Like she is Gemma,
fully alive.
which is not what I was expecting. And she remembers Mark. We learn that you can be severed dozens of times.
Countless times, it seems like.
Horrifying. There's one room where she's constantly doing thank you cards with her non-dominant hand just to like add pain.
One where she's always at the dentist.
That one, I hate that.
And one where she's always in an airplane that's about to crash.
Yeah, turbulence just constantly. So my theory and what I think we're going for, like what I think is where it's going, is this is Lumen testing like the absolute limits of the Severance chip on like the worst experiences so that they can mass market it and be like, hey, even if you don't work at a severed place, you could get this and you never have to have any bad experience ever.
Right.
Which sets up Cold Harbor as potentially death. And like that's where this is going. And that once Cold Harbor, that's like the ultimate experience that no one wants. And that
like you can die, but if you're severed, it doesn't count?
No, like you die, you don't die. You're like the innie takes over and they die. You avoid you still die, but you're asleep basically. You don't experience
die
in your. And more horrifying interpretation of all of this is that they're doing like a White Christmas Black Mirror thing, setting up Gemma to be like the AI in the Severance takes over for all of these, which is horrifying concept. That's why they're like the world will see you and you will. Horrifying.
Yeah, every week I watch it. I'm like, this is great. I had no idea this was coming. I feel like I'm like, dang, like no matter what I think, I'm like, well, I was wrong.
Yeah. The second that it was revealed that Gemma was like Gemma, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh, we're doing this.
I was like, this is crazy. And like the weird, like not clones of the MDR team, the lookalikes that were like watching them. And I'm like,
have to look like.
Yeah.
And you see the one for Irv disappear at the end because Irv's not there. So where does he go?
Yeah.
Like, are they set like?
And like, so now I'm like, what are they doing at MDR?
They're making the rooms.
Right. They're making the rooms, but like from their memories.
So I think the rooms, Gemma goes into the rooms of like her big worst experience. Menial stuff. And then the data gets sent to MDR and they get the scary numbers reinforce the barrier of the sequence
Right.
to like test it and get the data for whatever reason. And that's but they also need I don't know. Because they also need the data for Cold Harbor doesn't exist because Mark's not done.
Right.
Something that it's awesome, man. It's like
It's
the best
so
show
good.
ever.
It's
I
so good.
really love it. Actually this episode, I think it's really great and it's one of the best, but it's one of the only times that I've been like, I don't like the writing there. Like I think it's bad writing with Deb wanting to call Miss Cobell.
Yeah, that was
Didn't like
really
that.
bad.
I think that
And
was pretty rough.
It's like super out of character for her.
Super out of character. No one's talking to one another. Like Ragabi could say anything. Devin could say anything.
Right.
She's like, I'm gonna call Miss Cobell, who I thought kidnapped my baby a week ago. That whole thing
Yeah.
was super weird. What is Miss Cobell up to?
Well,
When does she
apparently we're
come
gonna
back?
find out next week.
Is
So I've
she-
seen people saying that like it's gonna be
Person.
focused on her.
That's interesting. And it's the
But it's
shortest
only
episode.
yeah, it's only 37 minutes.
Yeah, which I'd rather
Which
them do
includes
that than
credits
stretch.
though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh
so,
no, actually, I think Apple
No?
TV might not.
Oh, maybe not.
I could be wrong. I think it
Yeah.
might include credits, but not like they do behind the scenes.
Right, but it doesn't include that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this episode is setting up something super fun for the finale. Not fun; it's horrifying. But I think
Is this the episode before the finale?
no. I think we have.
3 more
I
left.
think it's I think
Okay.
yeah. I think it's 10 this season.
Okay.
So I think we're doing Gemma. Oh, and how does Irv know about? Irv's been down there at the export hall. Or
Right.
he's watched someone go down, possibly. Whatever, not the point. So I think we learned that Gemma comes up and Miss Casey takes over. Like she
Right.
can't get out because Miss Casey doesn't.
Right.
Horrifying.
So like Mark or someone's gonna have to help Miss Casey
well,
get out.
If Mark goes down, he's reintegrated now. He won't change. But if Helly goes down, does she become Helena on the testing floor? And then is Mark gonna have to work with Helena or like, take her? Because I presume that's how it works now.
Right.
And if Miss Casey gets up, does she become Gemma or does she become?
yeah, if she goes from the Miss Casey normal floor, severed floor, if she goes up to the real world, does she go back to
Exactly.
normal or is it
I
something else?
assume so, but I don't know. So yeah, I think we're gonna get like maybe I don't know Helena redemption. I don't know the extent that Helena knows what's going on with Gemma is gonna mean a lot.
Yeah.
We don't know if she fully knows. We can assume, I think, but like I don't know.
I feel like once we see what Miss Cobell is up to, then we'll learn more about what Lumen
Yeah.
is doing at large.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like next episode we'll kind of have we'll have the answers, but
we'll get
really-
closer. We get
Yeah.
like a little answer and
They
then
just feed
a
us these
thousand
little
more
breadcrumbs.
questions. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, because everyone was like, "Oh, well, like we got so many questions answered this
Yeah.
episode." I'm like, I have like 15 million
exactly.
questions now.
But I think like the finale moment, the like cliffhanger, is gonna be reintegrated Mark and Ellie go downstairs,
Mm.
and then Irv pops out of the shadows and goes, "Hey kids, it's for dinner." Something. Irv's gonna reintegrate.
You think so?
But Gemma can't reintegrate. She will die. So like if like they got to get the chip out of her somehow. Lumen can just turn it on. We know they can just turn on a different protocol.
And they have a bunch of different protocols. They have like a clean slate protocol. So
Exactly.
can they just like wipe all
Hive
the
mind,
severed
yeah.
stuff?
I can't imagine a world where
Really?
I think we're doing the oh my god, how Greek myth of guy goes to hell to get around at the what is the name of that myth? I can't think of it, but whatever. Eurydice?
I have no idea.
Well, I think Gemma's also Persephone.
Right.
But
Oh, The Odyssey by Chris Nolan.
yeah. Okay, yeah, it is Orpheus. Okay.
Orpheus.
So I think we has to complete Cold Harbor and then Gemma's done, whether that means she's dead or consciousness isn't there, whatever.
Right.
And now
Or does it just mean that like the severance chip is like set? Yeah,
yeah,
she's free to go.
She's good. So like Mark reintegrating, I think, is the equivalent of looking back at her. Now
Right.
he's not going to be able to do that file anymore because they need the INI to do it. Not going to be able to work.
Right.
So like that's the equivalent of looking back, and that's going to. Or Cold Harbor is testing if you can eliminate a person, like if you can eliminate grief. Like they bring Mark down and they kill him in front of you, and then Cold Harbor gets that Mark.
Like eternal or
Yeah,
sunshine?
yeah, something kind of like that, except just eliminating. Yeah, exactly that.
Just eliminate the memory of a person.
We're
So good, man. Also, Deachin Lockman, like, finally
getting something
being able
to
do something and, like, cooking so hard is awesome.
That miscarriage, I was
It was
crying.
tough,
That,
man.
oh my, Mark gets that.
And there's, like, just all the parallels. I mean, Severance loves a parallel, but
Loves
the parallels in this episode were, like, crazy.
A lot to Gemma and Helen.
Yeah.
And just Mark, like, where were you, Gemma? Where?
Yeah. Like, the first thing Miss Casey says, Mark, I forgive you. And the last thing he said to Gemma is, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like...
It's devastating. And they're not going to get a happy. I don't think it's that show. It's not. But I do think there's a world, though, where, like, Helly sacrifices for a. And, like, I think Helly would do it as the old. And just Lumen.
Right. I feel like she's going to try, and then it's going to be it.
That would. Yeah. There's so much. There's so much.
And, like, what's going on with Zach and his wife, man?
Zach.
Or Zach's
Cherry
the actor.
And his wife, yeah.
What's going on with Dylan and his wife?
Yeah. Like, I think there's just so much. I think the stage is set for everyone to reintegrate.
Think so.
I think so. I think Dylan's wife likes Dylan more.
Right.
Oh, well, I wanted to say before, the end of the episode, Mark wakes up, and it's like, it's the first time we see Mark with, like, light colors post Gemma, which, like, I think is probably just symbolizing that, like, Mark's whole again, because like, the idea that maybe Innie Mark is now the guy, and then he goes down and he becomes Rowdy Mark on the floor.
Like, it flipped or something?
Yeah, it flipped. I don't love that. I could see a world where they do that. I'd rather just do the reintegration thing.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, how is it gonna?
Where are we going?
Oh.
And then we have a whole season after this. They're doing it.
Right. Yeah.
So where are we going? What is it?
Where is Radar?
Where is Radar? That's true. Many people are asking. I'm telling you, Irv's up to something. He's. I mean, we know he's up to something.
Yeah.
But I don't know who he's on.
I think Lumen is up to something.
Guys, I think
they are a little untrustworthy.
Starting to think they don't remember what happens when they're.
Wait a minute. Why did that guy at the blood bank and the clinic look just like the doctor?
Oh, well, yeah, that actually, I wanted to bring that up. They're, like, grooming Mark and Gemma for this. They saw something in the blood, presumably, or they've been studying them for a while.
Right.
And something about them makes them prime candidates for whatever we've got going on.
See.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love this show so much. Thursday, 9
well,
p.m.
That's why they. Oh man, that's why they needed Adam Scott back. Because earlier in the season, they're like, we can't do it without him.
And the fact that he's been mourning his wife, and she's right below him. This time, and she's right.
The fact they were interacting.
Exactly. Neither of them would.
Yeah.
Evil.
But they like kind of know, like they had like a
they
connection still, and they had a vibe.
They had a vibe. They caught a vibe for sure.
Bro, they caught a vibe.
Bro, they were vibing.
Bro,
they built a tree.
Bro, type shit.
For real. That seems like a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that. Oh wait, before we wrap up, did you know that the guy who plays the doctor? Do you know who that actor is? Yeah.
No.
That actor is the voice of Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Now I'm questioning. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
That's
but now,
so sick. I'm not doubting you. I just hadn't heard that.
I think that's true, but I thought you would have heard that. So the fact that you didn't hear that, I'm like, wait a minute.
That's so awesome. Ooh, good. A little bit of news before.
Yeah, it was Robbie Benson.
That's so sick.
I had to check.
Got Warner Brothers officially released their own official meme photos for the Minecraft.
Oh my god.
Including this great shot of new movies with Jason Momoa looking stoic, and then a Minecraft movie with Jason Momoa looking happy, and then a Minecraft movie tickets on sale with Jason Momoa looking very happy. They're killing the marketing.
They're killing the movie with the marketing.
Stupidest name of all time. I'm sorry. A Minecraft movie? I hate that.
Yeah, it's called the Minecraft movie.
Well, they're like, it's not the Minecraft movie. That could come in the future. Shut up.
Did they say that?
Yes, that's what they're like. This isn't the Minecraft movie. This is just a Minecraft movie.
So they're like, their marketing plan is that, well, this isn't like the one. It's not the best one. It's just one of them.
It's just, it's yeah. which I'm happy that it's not there's potential for like an anime. All right, we should wrap
I
up.
want none of it.
No, I want an animated Minecraft movie so bad.
No.
Yes. When does that animated Among Us show? Gotta cover that.
Oh,
extensively
yes.
in depth.
That
Every
has
week.
like a crazy voice cast.
Yeah, Randall Park and like others.
Randall Park and others. Jimmy Woo is back.
Jimmy Woo was back.
We gotta enter the Wooniverse, man. Where's
That's
he
true.
in the MCU?
What was the last scene? WandaVision? He was with Sword? And no, he turned against Sword. I don't know. Where's he at? Well, actually,
Was he in Quantumania? What?
for a
Like an
second,
Ant-Man guy.
I think maybe Vision Quest. Maybe I feel like he might have been.
Would have been
somewhere.
Doomsday. Maybe he's secretly.
Well, I
Doom.
think he's gonna do Agents of Atlas at some point. Like a cool team, like Shang-Chi. Get Luna Snow in there. Get like Iron Fist.
Luna Snow from
Yeah,
Marvel Rivals.
Luna Snow from Marvel Rivals. She's in the
Okay.
MCU multiverse.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. I think
right.
we've rambled
I
for
think
enough.
we'll just keep going for days if we
Yeah.
don't stop. Thank you everybody for listening, all of you beautiful people out there. Appreciate
Yes.
you all. We made it 4 episodes. They said it couldn't be done.
Many people said
Any day now we'll have clips up on TikTok.
any day the clips will come.
It's tough without a visual.
It is tough.
But we'll talk about that.
We'll
off.
figure it out. Follow on Twitter.
Follow on Twitter, AlScreenPod.
Uh-huh.
A couple tweets did well. They got like 4 likes.
Sheesh.
So we're kind of
We're
blowing
pretty
up in the world.
famous now.
Yeah. This will be uploaded at the normal time as if you're listening to this. you've been- Awesome work. Watch Mickey 17 before next week.
Yeah.
Maybe some other Bong Joon-ho movies.
Maybe.
We're gonna want to talk about the host.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm gonna watch the host.
Oh my God,
before
are you
because
really? Okay, we're gonna
I'm
talk
gonna
about the
try to
host
watch
also.
the host
We're gonna
because I
talk
know
about
that
the
you
host
love the host.
I adore.
Maybe I'll
the
rewatch
host.
Parasite.
I'm gonna rewatch Parasite.
I want to
probably
watch
right before.
Snowpiercer as well.
I'm gonna watch Snow. I'm
Just
doing
because
a
that's
little,
his other like
maybe
English.
a Bong Joon-ho extravaganza next week.
The
a
Bong
little bit.
Joon-ho-niverse.
Oh, dude, I'm so. Have you seen Memories of Murder?
No, it's
Oh,
another
you
one
gotta
that's
watch
on my
Memories.
list forever.
Watch that before Snowpiercer.
Okay.
I haven't seen Snowpiercer, so if
Okay.
you watch Memories of Murder,
All
we'll
right.
talk about it.
We'll watch. Yeah, so watch all that.
Yeah, watch his whole
Or
filmography.
just
in the
watch
next couple
Mickey
days.
17.
Yeah, Mickey 17 is the only one. Dive into the other stuff a little
Yeah.
bit, bro.
We'll
Got
dive
to a
into
6-hour episode.
Yeah, well, a 17-hour one,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
hour for each Mickey.
Yeah.
I gotta say, a little prequel for next episode.
Hmm.
I love that Bong Joon-ho made it Mickey 17 because he thought 17 was funnier than Mickey 7.
That is awesome.
Which is
Is
the
that
book.
really why he did it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I saw an interview and he was like, I just thought it was funnier to kill him
That's-
10 more times.
That's great. I'm a big fan of him in the interviews where he's got the little plush worm guy.
Yeah.
I love how he's just hanging out with that guy
Yeah.
all the time.
All right.
All right.
Mickey 17 next week.
Mickey 17 next week. Watch it and
Come-
watch others too.
Come back.
Come back and watch Daredevil Born Again
And listen
White
to
Lotus
the
and
aluminum
Severance.
screen on youtube.com.
We complain about the MCU giving homework and we're giving 3 series, 7
thing
movies.
is-
No,
Here's the thing.
we're better,
Yeah.
obviously. Thank you. We love you. Have a good one.
I don't know if I love you.